coming out actually.
Well, I know, Paul, this is something I'd probably normally say to you, that it's such a tough call today that, you know, British Masters, the one everybody wants to win, but it really is a lot of competition out there today, isn't there?
Yeah, it's probably the hardest it's been for a long time. There's probably, I don't know, 10, 15 of us that are in with a shout, so, yeah, got to be on top form.
Well, you have. I know you've ridden this circuit before, you know it very well. You've got to be in with as much chance as any of them, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, I'd like to think so. Obviously, I've not done too much Grasstrack this year. I had a good one 2 weeks ago in Cornwall. And leading up to that, I've sort of concentrated on my Speedway a little bit more. But then we had sort of a bit of a lull period in Speedway. We didn't ride for 6 weeks, so I got back into my Grasstracking, and then yeah, it's okay. But you've got to be on it from the off. So hopefully we can be today, and see how it goes.
Well, absolutely. And I've got to ask you, really, the aches and pains here on top form.
I'm getting there. Obviously the arm's still not 100%, and whether it will be is anyone's guess. But yeah, you try and compensate for that, and then you end up damaging something else. So you're getting, I'm battling, but yeah, I'm getting there. So
well, it's good to hear, Paul. I certainly think you're in with as much chance as anybody. So very best of luck.
Cheers, Jim.
Cheers, mate. Thanks. Well, as I keep saying this morning, really, there's so many riders in with a chance today. But Jamie, I mean, you've been out there, I think, looking at practice, and it's an awesome circuit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good circuit. It's very strange, but I mean, it's hard to set up as well. But everyone's got to ride it. But yeah, it's a good circuit, really fast as well. It just feels nice out there as well.
Well, that's good to hear, because, you know, I'm really saying to everybody that I can't pick a favourite. I think there's a good 10, maybe 15 that are in with a shout today, and you've got to be included in that.
Yeah, there's some good lads here today, but I think the aim of the game is to be consistent all day and try and keep the machinery working right and everything, and all you can do is just keep picking along all day and see how you go.
Well, absolutely. I mean, you've touched on a very good point, because it's point scoring all the way through. It is about the person who's most consistent, isn't it? It's not just winning that final.
No, that's it. But I suppose it makes it fair for everyone that way. But yeah, like I say, I've spent all week on bikes. I've tried making everything right. All I can do is my best today, isn't it? So I make them starts, it should be all right.
Well, absolutely. And pleased with the season so far?
No, not really. No, I've not had a good season. I've not done many meetings. In the meetings I've done, I've been coming seconds, and I've been winning races and coming second in final. So well, that's where it goes. Everyone has the years, don't they? But hopefully it's my day today.
Absolutely. Well, very best of luck, mate.
No problem.
All the best.
Thank
Cheers.
You.
Well, I had to have a quick word with you, Richard. I know that we don't see you too much on the grass, but you've been doing a lot of these big long tracks and everything. What do you make of that track out there?
Yeah, it seemed pretty good in practice. I've only done it seemed well. The bike's not quite set up, so just do a few tweaks and go on the next one, see how it goes.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I've been looking down this list, and I'm clearly saying to everybody that I don't believe there are any favourites. I mean, there's a good 10, 15 that could possibly there and thereabouts, and I've got to say that, you know, with your history and your ability, you've got to be one of those amongst there that could do it today.
Yeah, at the moment I'm feeling very, very good form, and the bikes are going really well. The engines are fast, and so I'd like to be on the number one spot if possible, but it's going to be a hard day.
Well, it is, and of course this point scoring all the way through makes it tough, doesn't it? You can't afford to miss out on any.
No, but it's the same in the long track. We had it last night in Germany for the qualify, all points count, so you know what you got to do, just make sure you finish the top 3 in each one.
Absolutely.
And then just go from there.
You certainly seem like you're geared up for it, and I wish you the very best of luck today, and let's hope we're talking to you a bit later on in the day.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Richard.
Cheers.
Well, I think I'm going to be very, very cruel, Lewis, and say that you're the one with a little bit of extra pressure today, because you are the defending champion.
Yeah, you're probably right there. I just got to take it as any other meeting now. That last year was last year, and just going to hopefully do it again. So we can only hope so.
Well, absolutely. And of course, you know, you've had plenty of experience of this track. I do remember not that many years ago you winning the under-21 here.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Yeah. I haven't rode on the track since then. I know everybody probably has at the last Masters been here, but it feels a little bit different today. Whether it's just because I haven't rode on it for a while, but yeah, hopefully second practice should see a little bit of an improvement on the track. It's it's a real hard track to get used to. But once you get used to it, it's okay. So.
Yeah. And I think, what I've been saying to everybody really is that one of the beauties of the Masters is this consistent scoring all the way through. It's all about that reliability, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, you got to have your heat wins and your second places to sort of be in contention of winning the Masters. And if you have a good day and don't get excluded and all that rest of it, you should be okay. So.
Well, absolutely, Lewis. Looking forward to today's racing. I know it's going to be tough, but you did it last year. No reason why you can't do it again this year.
Is it. I think that the field today is actually going to be probably a lot harder. I reckon there's a lot better riders here today, considering last year was not too many. So, but
absolutely, no, that's an interesting point. But best of luck, mate.
Yeah, cheers.
All the very best. Well, really, so many riders I've been saying to you this morning that there's a good 10, 15 that could easily do this afternoon. It's a very open competition, isn't it, Paul?
Am I in one of them 10 or 15?
Well, I would say so, certainly.
yeah, it's very much so. I mean, it's probably one of the closest British Championships has been for a long time. There's, in my reckoning, there's 8 serious contenders in it, and then everyone else can pull a shock out the bag on the day. So yeah, it's going to be a tough one, and we had a good night last night, so hopefully we can carry it on till tonight.
Excellent.
Well, today even.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you are here today.
Yeah.
But I remember you having that second place down here a couple of years ago, and you were there with the top runners, and this continued point scoring all the way through the event means that it's Mr. Consistency that wins it, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that was my problem a couple of years ago when they ran it here. I ran a third in the semis, won the final, but lost by 1 point. So it's you've got to be in the top 1 or 2 all day in every heat and every race to really get hold of the trophy at the end of the day. And there's people going to be taking points off each other all over the place today, so it is going to be very much a points game. I think consistency, like you say, and keep yourself out of trouble and up the top end of the races. Yeah.
And you mentioned that you rode last night. Pleased with machinery?
Yeah, everything's good. Yeah, I rode in Velta last night at the World Long Track qualifier, and myself and Richard got first and second in the big final at the end. So yeah, good night last night, and hopefully we'll carry it on to today. But bikes were going good, everything was great, and I've only had one practice now. I'm going to take the other bike out for a quick spin, and then we'll decide which one we're going to use. Which one's the quick one?
Oh, absolutely. Well, it's good to hear, mate, and wish you the best of luck this afternoon.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
All the best.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
And can we have Mark Cossar, please, to the signing on point, please, immediately. Mark Cossar.
Well, we know it's going to be a tough competition this afternoon, and Gareth, I've got to come to you first of all because you've done it the hard way. You won the qualifier. What do you make of this circuit today?
I actually quite like the track. It feels really nice. Odd little bump out there, but that could be something to do with cheap suspension, I suppose. But I don't know, I like it, and we'll just see if we can plod along and see how we do.
Well, absolutely. I mean, I noticed as the season's gone on, you've been getting some good results, so you've got to be counted as one in with a chance today.
No, I've never ridden track before. I've passengered it, but I've never drove it, and I ain't had a lot of experience, and Ben ain't got a lot of experience, so we've come today to say we've ridden track and basically just enjoy a sen and have a good laugh.
Oh, absolutely. And Ben, I'll bring you in quickly because first time on this circuit?
Yeah, it's a bit of a mind bender. You've got to you've got to get used to it in practice, otherwise you've got no chance. You've got to learn how to get down right, and just like 1 or 2 bumps occurring in that Pitts bend down there, and about it really.
Well, one thing for sure that we've seen the meetings here in the past, and it's always very, very quick and very competitive.
Oh yeah, it's like when you're on it you don't feel that fast, but when you're watching likes of Rod and Robbie, they just seem to be flying.
Yeah.
Seem to be going, it's like you couldn't catch them.
Oh, absolutely. I know it's going to be a very competitive day, but best of luck, guys.
Oh yeah, thank you very much. Cheers.
Well, I've been saying all morning really that both competitions are very, very tough, and it's a tough choice to try and pick a favourite. But Rob Winterburn, you've had a great season so far. You must be in with a chance today.
Well, we hope so. If we do everything right, we should stop arguing between ourselves.
But you've ridden this track before, though, haven't you?
Yeah, once or twice. Yeah. Never been a great lover of it, but we'll have to learn to ride it, won't we? Both bikes are riding totally different out there, so it's just going to be to pick the fastest one. We're just going to try this one tomorrow in practice now, but I think we'll be going to the other bike. So we'll give it a try and see how it goes.
Well, absolutely. I mean, as I say, I think the competition's going to be tough. I mean, the one thing about the Masters, it's all about scoring consistently, isn't it, all afternoon?
Yeah, you've got to be consistent all day, yeah. I don't think tough's the word, is it? And I can't think of a word that'll describe it, but yeah, it's going to be hard work. But I mean, we're in with a chance like everybody else. Just hope they all break down.
Well, you never know, but I think we're in for some spectacular racing, that's for sure. And I think, as I say, I think you're in with a chance with the rest of them.
Yeah, I hope so.
Very best of luck, mate.
Cheers.
All the best.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
Did I win that last week? Quite though, wasn't it?
Well, Paul, we know this is going to be a tough competition this afternoon, but you're no stranger to this circuit, are you? You've had some great rides here before.
Yeah, we've had some good results. One not so good once. But yeah, we love the track. It's great.
And the equipment and everything else all set up, ready to go?
I think we've finally got it working right. I had a problem last week. This week I've changed everything. Everything electrical I've changed. So it's running better.
Well, that's good to hear, because I've been saying all morning that really it's difficult to pick a favourite, that's for sure. We know there could be 10, maybe even 12 that are in with a shout, and you've got to be included in that.
I'd like to think so. Yeah, there's 12 really good ones, you know, who could win it. So it's very open this year.
And Alan, I'll bring you in quickly because it's an interesting circuit to say the least, isn't it?
Most definitely. The dips and that just throw you into the corners, and yeah, it's hard going.
But as I say to Paul, really, you've been here before, you've had some good results, you know, so you know your way round.
Yeah, hopefully. Fingers crossed today we do one better than last time we were here. But yeah, it's going to be tough. So.
Well, absolutely. Guys, I wish you the best of luck. I know it's going to be an interesting day, and it's all about consistency, getting those points every single time, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
All the best, guys.
Cheers.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Well, Myles, you've been out for practice. What do you make of it?
Yeah, it's good. Just the top's now starting to come off. So first one was a little bit slicker, but that practice was good, and I think it will get better now as the day goes on.
Well, I've got to say, looking at the results this season, you've certainly been winning as many as anybody. You must be really up there in the top 2 or 3 that have got a chance today.
Yeah, it's like you said, it's the Masters. It's a one day thing really. We've got to get it. Everything got to go right, and you know everything's got to be good, and yeah, hopefully at the end of the day it comes good.
Absolutely. Kevin, bring you in quickly. I mean, you've ridden this track a few times, but it's interesting to say the least, isn't it?
It is. You've got to have your wits around you. It's getting a little bit rough now, but it's going to be the same for everyone. Like Myles said, you've got to have some luck all day long, not just later on.
Oh, absolutely. I think that's one of the interesting things about the Masters, is that it's not about just winning that final, is you've got to get consistent points all day, haven't you?
Yeah, that's right. Main thing is to try, like you say, consistent points all day from the word go, and you know, obviously at the end of the day, the points make prizes. So
he got it in. Well, best of luck, guys. I know you're going to be up there amongst the top ones competing, so let's hope it all goes right.
Lovely, thanks.
All the best.
Cheers. Thank you.
Yes, there's going to be a rut there. I know what you want.
Well, of course, I had to have a word with you, really, because you've got that extra little bit of pressure that you're defending champion. You've been here before, haven't you? What do you make of this track?
I like it. It's ain't for the faint-hearted, but it's just as good. Plenty of speed.
I mean, uneducated, but watching you out there in practice, you looked as quick as anybody. And really, what I've been saying this morning is that it's a tough call. You know, there's a good 8, maybe 12 of you that could do this today.
Yeah, there's a good few riders that could win it. There's like you say, a lot. But he ain't going to win if he pulls that face, look. No, yeah, there's a good few riders that are going to win it, and I want it as much as anyone else.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the one thing I've been saying to everybody is with the Masters setup, it's all about this consistency, and you proved that last year. You know, that you were getting the points steadily through the day, and you did enough in the final.
Yeah, like you say, it's just been consistent. I mean, one real bad ride can throw it. So you just got to be up there in the points all day.
And Carl, I've got to bring you in, because first time back for quite a few weeks now, but all the injuries okay?
Yeah, spot on, yeah, loving it again.
And you've been riding this track before, haven't you?
Yeah, I rode it a couple of years back with Gareth. So yeah, it seems to be a bit smoother than last time. But
well, that's good to hear. It's good to hear. But you know, as I say, it's going to be a tough competition. I'd certainly put you up there amongst the top runners. So let's see how the day pans out. It's going to be tough racing for sure. Best of luck, guys.
Thank you very much.
Best of luck.
Cheers.
All the dolly follies with me. Come on in, come on, you girls. That's better, isn't it?
You're all right, and you'll have plenty of opportunity to overtake and whatever. I don't know if you've seen race 2. Well, yeah, very. I did the heats, and what I won't do is cheat.
Well, the date is the 1st of August 2010, and once again we make a great return to this fantastic circuit at Rhodes Minnis. A lot of hard work has gone on in the previous weeks to make sure it's a great racing circuit, and what I can now tell you is that the riders in the pits are saying it's riding brilliantly. We know with the lineup we've got that there's going to be a lot of competition today, but the interesting thing with this competition is that there will be a result today. And it's all about point scoring all the way through. It's not about the guy that gets to the final and then wins the final. It's all about consistent points all day long. It's caught a few riders out in the past, and we know it's going to be one of an interest today as we go through the racing programme. But I've been saying in all the interviews this morning that I couldn't predict a favourite in both solo and sidecar. We've got two riders in the solo, Richard Hall and Paul Cooper, who've had a fantastic ride out there in Germany last night. They've travelled over here today to get here, but they know they're up against a strong competition. Paul Hurry rides this circuit well. He's back from the illness, and he knows that he's as fit as anybody now. And there's so many riders that I could be choosing. And in the sidecar class, it really does promise to be a tough competition. Mark Cossar is going to have to work very, very hard to hang on to his title he won in Cornwall last year. So a great day's racing in prospect. We look forward to those early races, but it's all going to be about consistency today, and there's going to be some tough racing.
doing all right, Paul? Good, you?
I forgot how good this place is, isn't it? I remember the start used to be there, didn't it? It used to be the
That was the first turn.
Yeah.
Happy, great venue.
Gerry, there you go.
Love it.
I was talking nutty last week, but it was coming along here. It was really dusty.
Thank you very much, Jim. Yes, our first rider we're going to talk to, ex-rider, is one of the greatest riders of all time, and that's Barry Briggs, 4 times World Speedway champion, and of course the great Briggo. He's not long brought a book out himself. But Barry, before we start talking about the charity and what you're going to be doing shortly, tell us about your time here racing at Rhodes Minnis, because you've raced here a few times in the past.
Oh, it's a lovely track. I mean, that brings back memories. And this morning there was something that wasn't quite right, and I've asked a few people, but they're all too young. Because the starting gate used to be on the other side of the track, and we used to dive downhill into the first corner, which was a bit hairy with Ridge, Luckhurst and those type of boys around. But yeah, I mean, say if you didn't win, you had a good day's ride here.
I noticed in the Briggo's blog in the Speedway Star, you said that you rode at Wembley in front of 90,000 people when you won the World Speedway title, and the following day you were down here changing at the back of your car.
Yeah, that was a little bit of difference from the Wembley dressing rooms to dressing on the grass and between my cars, but you know, I really like this. This was like a release to me. The other thing was like going to work. And, you know, you're supposed to do good. This one I did my best, and sometimes it was good enough and sometimes it wasn't. It was very, very enjoyable.
Now you raced in the South Eastern Centre quite a bit, but of course I remember you racing up my way because you used to race at Long Newton Aerodrome and the Wilkes Border Club meeting out near Corsham. So you've done quite a bit of grass track in the UK, didn't you?
Yeah, I wasn't to start with, but my brother come from New Zealand. He had no transport, and I was taking him to meetings. And while I'm taking him, why don't I ride? So in the end, I started doing a lot of grass track, and you know, I like the hillside ones. And, we had some great tracks, and I mean, so it was a different era, and all the grass track boys was fabulous. We had a good time as well as not making any money, but just racing.
And of course, your brother, double national champion.
Yes, we were really lucky. We borrowed a couple of good engines, and yeah, he won the 350 and the 500. So yeah, he did well, and he raced a lot in this area. And obviously, I was with him most of the time. So yeah, he's a great grass track.
Right, we're now moving on from the grass track. You're also here for a very important reason today, aren't you?
To get some lolly.
Tell everybody about it, because obviously there's been a lot in the Speedway Star, but if they don't get the Speedway Star and some of the pure Grasstrack fans or Grasstrack fans, they might want to know what you're actually doing.
Well, 2 years ago I was at Sheffield and they had a Ben Fennell meeting there for the boys in wheelchairs, and I thought, you know, and you get to my age and you start not a lot to do, and you've got a bit of spare time, and I thought I'd like to do something, you know, instead of looking after yourself for somebody else for a change. And I thought about the boys in wheelchairs, because my Tony was paralysed for 4 months, only moving his eyes, so we knew what a really bad situation it was. So I thought, what can I do? And then I decided that I'd ride a motorcycle from John O'Groats, hitting every track. I was supposed to finish at Cardiff last week, but while I've got the jacket and the bike, I might as well keep earning. So it's going for a very good cause, and I can't believe how generous all the people in England have been. So all the money, lots of times charities, it goes in a big hole and we don't know where it's gone. This one's going to be divided up in 12 pieces, and each of the boys in wheelchairs are going to get a cheque for that amount.
And of course some of those boys in the wheelchairs were also grass track boys as well as Speedway boys.
Yeah, Graham Myles, and you know, it's all the English boys just with a couple of foreigners in, but you know, it's a sad thing because in all the different types of sports, 2 of the lads that's been helping me, Dave Younghusband and Steve Lawson, both their boys are in wheelchairs, but from motocross, you know, so it doesn't encompass them, it's just the Speedway boys, and some of them being grass track riders as well.
Now you're going to lead the parade when the solo riders come out. You're going to be leading the solo riders. But after the parade is over, I believe you and your helpers are actually going to go all around the circuit, aren't you?
Yes, I'm going to dig out everybody and get as much lolly as I can. But walking around the Speedway track was pretty hard, but this was that big. Somebody's loaned me a quad, so I'll be stopping, getting off and staggering around and getting lolly and getting back on again. So watch me and don't duck, because we'll find you.
I'm sure you will. Anyway, it's great to talk to you, and also, as well as the charity side of things, have a great day. And of course, Tony rode Grasstrack as well. He was a good Grasstracker.
Yeah, Tony was good, but he was one of the unfortunate ones. My brother Wayne and Tony had the bad luck. I think I had all the Briggs good luck, so, you know, you've got to have luck in life.
And you've done very well, and of course we can all read about it because I've read it not long ago, and that's your fabulous book you got on sale.
Yeah, it's not Speedway. We've done Speedway books before, and it's got a certain amount of Speedway, but it's kind of what life we've had and fun we've had and how lucky I've been. I've been very lucky, and you know, some people have had bad luck, and I think I've been very lucky, so I'm very happy about that.
Brilliant. Well, you go and get ready for the parade, and good luck with the charity collection today.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause to the great Barry Briggs. And regulars, of course, at Rhodes Minnis. I remember when I came down 6 years ago that Gerry did a demo, and also we interviewed him. And tell me, Gerry, demonstration today. What's going to happen there? Because I see you walking back with the bike.
Yes, hopefully it's much easier to ride it than it is to push it.
It's a long way up that hill, wasn't it?
It is indeed, but I lost a couple of pounds in weight, so that'll help. But we're ignition box, the battery was down on that, so we're on charge at the moment, hoping it will be fit to come out of it later. Even if it doesn't, then we'll still love to be here at the meeting.
Now, some younger fans may say, who's Gerry Wheeler? Of course, you won this British sidecar title way back in 1970, didn't you?
Yes, we did. We had a great time, we had a great year. And frankly, we've had a wonderful time since. We retired officially in '88, but we've been pottering around at new tracks now and again since then.
I remember 2 years ago you won the junior trophy at Bridgewater, didn't you?
Yeah, I try not to remember that. No, it was good fun though, and we had 2 or 3 good dices with blokes with newer machines and much younger, and thoroughly enjoyed it. Still do.
You're still going to do some more racing, aren't you?
Yes, we're going to try, but the problem is very few people put on races for has-beens. It's all the very, very fast boys. There's no intermediates anymore. We used to go out with those, whereas now we can't.
Well, it's good to see you here and get that Wednesday going before the break. And we'll have a quick chat to Steve. You're a bit of a veteran, but you're a long way behind your dad.
I am a veteran. I actually retired 30 years ago this year, and I can still get in the same leathers. I need a round of applause for that.
He wants a round of applause for getting in the leathers. Come on then, give him a round of applause.
Thank you.
What about your dad? So does he. I mean, that's got to be the original leathers.
I think they were the late 80s era. I think these are late 70s that I'm wearing. So they're a bit snug around the middle, but other than that, they're fine. And we're looking forward to just having a ride around here today and on this fabulous circuit. If I were, so we say 20 years younger, I'd be getting an outfit and having another go. But no, it's good fun.
Fantastic. We'll see that Wesley during the break.
Thank
Gerry
you.
Wheeler and Steve Wheeler. Give them a round of applause, everybody. Alan Artus and Mark Nelson going forward. Now, you may have seen these guys go around in practice with number 32 on. Now, I believe, if I'm right, Mark actually built this outfit. It's a replica, isn't it, of a Puma that you raced back in 1975 when you won the British Championship.
That's right, absolute replica. Carl Blyth, Brian. We went from there 18 months ago. I started, and we've just completed the first time we've ridden
What did it feel like getting back on the racetrack? Because you were pretty quickly with that 1975 bike.
I've never been away, to be truthful. Very, very good, excellent.
Well, it doesn't seem long since I was watching you do sidecar speedway racing.
That's right, packed up there in 1990.
That's right.
Big grass, I packed up in 82. Yeah, it's been quite a while. It's good to be back.
Well, of course, your career in racing must go way back because when I first started watching when I was just a kid, and I'm getting on myself, there was your dad, Vic Artus, used to race. Is that how you got into racing in the first place?
Yeah, it's a passion to my dad. Did that for 2 years with him. And then he had a new bike and I borrowed his bike. He told me that if I got into the first semi-final, I got into, he would give me the bike. I beat him I finished second in the first ever final and he didn't even qualify. So I won the bike, I think.
Well, 1975 is your year. You won nearly everything that year.
74 and 75 every year. 74 I was favourite for it, and I left the car rest. It was a bit of bad maintenance and just didn't perform on the day. But I made sure it was 75.
I also remember you actually passengering another great rider, Paul Pinfold. You used to passenger him a few times as well.
Yeah, I passengered Paul. I finished second in the Australian titles in '84. Yeah, I've done a lot with Paul. I've been over to Australia quite a few times with the Speedway.
So do you get to watch any Grasstrack these days?
Yeah, I'm still totally involved with it. I still span a man for Steve Smith. Go over to his house during the week, span the two bikes up like we have this week. Yeah, I'm totally involved.
Tell me, you raced against Steve Smith. He won the championship way back, I think it was 1973, I think it was, and you raced against him on a regular basis. How do you feel now to see him still out on the racetrack, beating all these younger guys?
Oh, it's brilliant, it's fabulous. Happy to just rode around the track and see I just want to borrow his R1 now, like that, but now he's still full of it, Steve. He's always will be as far as he's just a fabulous rider.
Fantastic. We'll just have a quick word with your passenger, Mark Nelson. And Mark, you've raced quite a few times yourself over the years, haven't you?
Yeah, I've mainly passenger racing on my own. Not much success, but I've been with Alan, with Steve Smith. I started with Paul in 1978. Alan asked me to ride with him in about 81. And I did a few years with Alan.
And still enjoying it?
Still enjoying it, yeah. It's the first time I've ridden on the back with Alan for 27 years. Just shows how unfit you are now.
27 years?
Yeah. Last time I rode on was with Steve in 86. Not been on one since.
So what do you think of it around Rhodes Minnis for a passenger?
Beautiful. It's a pity there aren't more tracks about like this today.
Yeah, because when you were racing, this wasn't here. Because it was way back and then brought back by Graham Hurry.
Yeah, it's the first time I've ever seen the track. Brilliant.
Fantastic. Well, we'll let you two gents go away because along with Gerry Wheeler and Steve Wheeler, you're going to lead the sidecar parade. Well done.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, chap. Right, now we've got somebody for some of you younger fans. You may remember, gentlemen, twice national champion, British champion, but he won massive amount of awards, Lyden Internationals, all sorts. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Trevor Banks.
Hello.
Well, Trevor, special day, special meeting in memory of your dad today as well?
Yeah, very special day. Special day, special for my family really, because we've been coming to Rhodes Minnis since we were kids. In the 60s we were here. We used to come over with Dad and help pick up stones and, you know, things like when Dad broke his leg on the top corner over there. You know, so our family's got a lot of memories, and plus my brother raced here, I raced here, so you know, yeah, it's one of the, I would say it was my father's best track for my father. He just loved it here, and if he could see today, which he's probably looking down and thinking, what a fantastic display, and you know, it's a credit to the ASTRA Club to put this on for my father today.
Now, one part of your dad is going to be going around the racetrack, because I was talking to you down by the signing on tent, and there's a certain part of your dad is going to be coming back around. There's a very famous thing you're going to be wearing.
During the interval I'm going to be riding his 350 Jap, the one that he actually broke his leg on, and I'm going to use his pudding base and crash helmet just as memory to Dad, and yeah, it's a bit tight, but I'm going to use it.
After a long career, because you were racing for a long time, injury forced you to retire, didn't it? Because you wouldn't have retired otherwise.
I was thinking, my accident happened in Tetra, and it was I was 50 then, and it was coming to the end of my career anyhow. But I wanted to finish off by doing the next year of farewell meetings. So the accident did stop me in the tracks really. So yeah, a bit disappointed about that, because I did still want to do some meetings abroad, and got so many good fans and friends abroad, but it didn't work out like that. So,
when you raced, what was your favourite track and your favourite rider?
Well, when I was a lad and we used to go to meetings, I used to watch people like Briggo and Reg and Don, and I think my favourite rider was Malcolm Simmons. I always remember Malcolm. He actually rode this 350 Jap in the team championship up at Braintree, and he had such a good style. And Malcolm was a lot of I admired Malcolm, the way he rode, his style and everything. Regards tracks, I used to like riding at Rhodes Minnis, but my favourite track is Tetra, where I had the accident. It was a totally different track to what Grasstrack is. You've got the jumps, and you've got left-hand turn, right-hand turns. It's in between Grasstrack and motocross, and that was my favourite place to go. And and that's where I finished up, ended my career.
Now, Trevor, you live, I believe, in France. Do you get a chance to see the French Grasstracks?
Yeah, I go to most of the French meetings. Marmande, I was at Marmande. Next weekend we've got the European Championship, Lariol. We've got a good field coming from England. Paul Hurry's going to be there. Lewis Denham. I'm trying to think who else is going to be there. There's going to be Andrew Appleton, Glenn Phillips.
Do they all head for your house in the free wine?
No, not yet, because we've not finished the house yet. It still needs windows and doors put in it. So, but that'll probably be in the future. We'll be having a few parties and after meetings and that. So.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause to the great Trevor Banks.
Thank you.
Oh, another youngster. We've got another youngster here for you. Some of you may remember, of course, Jeremy Doncaster. Welcome, Jeremy.
Yeah, thanks very much. It's always nice to come down here at Rhodes Minnis, and Graham always puts on a good job, and I see we've got a very good lineup, and it's nice to see so many good friends as well.
Now, I believe you're going to do a demonstration during the interval. Is that on one of your original bikes?
Well, I think we probably will ride around with Mark. We won't be putting any levers on, unfortunately, but I think we've still got far too many battle scars to sort of down the levers again. But we're certainly here and supporting Graham anyway. So we'll go around on the presentation lap or whatever he wants to do.
Now you're still involved with the motorcycle sport, because I think don't you do some training up at the Speedways to help some of the youngsters out?
Yeah, I do. I go there once a week and just sort of help try and bring on the youngsters. I coach the main team, and it's more like being a translator nowadays. But yeah, just try and pass some of the experience I've gained over the years and give sort of good positive feedback, basically.
I can remember you bursting on the scene. I think you won the 250 British Championship back in 1980, and later on you won the European Championship, and you obviously love the Grasstrack as well as the Speedway.
That's right. I mean, Grasstrack's always been my first love, and always will be. I guess I was probably just 18 when I won the British Championship. 250 Honda, I believe it was, a Red Rocket, but everyone who sort of passed it on always hurt themselves on it, because it's a damn lethal thing to ride, but it's all, it's just a handful. And later after that, I managed to, I think it was just before I was 20 or 21, managed to win the European Championship on the 500 class, which is a nice progression then. But I tell those two strokes, you really have to work hard on those things. But no, it's a good learning curve.
Now you won lots of internationals, lots of national meetings. Was the European Championship your highlight, do you think?
I think it's one of them. I mean, obviously the Speedway career coincided with a lot of the championship competitions as well, so a lot of them I missed out. A lot of the Masters I had to miss out because of Speedway commitments, and I found like myself and Simon and Kelvin, we were split in two halves really, and it's a shame the sport couldn't sort of look at the events and sort of organise the events a little bit better, so we could sort of do more sports, and benefit to the sport as a whole. I mean, basically, I mean, I feel that by doing the grass tracks and the long tracks and the Speedway, I think generally we became more polished riders and more accomplished riders, which is unfortunately today I think that's lacking. You know, it's something that we need to bring more together again.
Now, of course, we're talking to Speedway, bronze medal. You were third in the world, of course, as well.
Yeah, that's right. You know, I had a run-off with our old late friend, Buddy Simon Wigg at Munich in 1989, and that was in front of still one of the biggest crowds he's still managed to gain for Speedway, and that was one heck of a night to remember, and afterwards as well.
Fantastic. Well done, Jeremy, and we'll see you during the break.
Lovely, thank you.
Round of applause, please. Jeremy Doncaster.
I ain't got much to say.
We got Mark Loram here now, former World Speedway champion, British Masters champion. You've won everything, haven't you?
Well, I don't know about everything, but certainly had a good career and thoroughly enjoyed it. You can see a lot of places, a lot of people, a lot of friends. And it's nice to be back at the grass track.
I was looking forward to seeing you doing a demonstration with leathers on and a helmet, but Jeremy says no, he's just, well, your helmet will be on, but he'll be just doing civvies, just no racing demo.
Yeah, unfortunately, the last accident I had, I broke my arm previously to it, and my arm really isn't very good now. I do struggle to hold on, so unfortunately my riding days are over, you know, even for a bit of fun. It's just not advisable, because knowing me, I'll just twist the front to get out of shape.
Well, it's wonderful to see you here, another legend. Well done.
Thank you.
Mark Loram. Right, next up we have a gentleman who I remember watching come second in the World Speedway Championship. 1978, that's right, yes.
A long time ago.
A long time ago. Gordon Kennett, everybody. Welcome, Gordon.
Welcome. I'm really pleased to be here. Thanks for Graham Hurry to invite me. It's nice to see some really old faces. I remember coming here many years ago when I was at Youth Motorcycle Club and come and watch this big meeting. And the old track looks very well prepared. Loads of people, and I hope Graham has a good day, and Trevor Banks.
And of course the youth grass track is what trained you for such a successful career in the grass tracks and of course especially Speedway.
Yeah, there's a lot of us come through the grass track, Dave Jessup as well. There's quite a few ex-grass trackers done Speedway after, so grass track did a lot of fun. I did the odd grass track myself. I rode at Lyden a couple of times when Bill Cheshire used to have it, and been in Germany a couple of times. I really enjoyed it, but I wish I did more grass track now.
Well, great to see you, Gordon.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gordon Kennett. Dave Palmer. We've got Dave Palmer here, Southern Centre champion, and of course national star. I remember you.
Yeah.
171.
That's right. Just to say a few thanks to the ASTRA Club for asking us. It's great to see all these old faces and meet people that we've been associated with all the time. I mean, unfortunately, half of this crowd wouldn't know us, but it's nice to come back. Thank you very much.
Well done. Dave Palmer, ladies and gentlemen. George Cross, 94 years old. George Cross here. You've got your bike today, George?
Yes, yeah, I've got the old bike. She hasn't been run for 12 months, so it's stuttering about a bit like me.
So you're going to bring it out for demo later?
Yeah, I'll be out there shortly, yeah, with a bit of luck.
Right, well, we're going to run through fairly quickly a few words with different people because he's just given me 2 fingers, means we've got 2 minutes before the presentation. So we'll have a chat to him. Eric Burridge, welcome Eric Burridge, a famous name for the South Eastern Centre. We've also got Alf Hagon here.
That's right, yes.
Yeah.
We're last of the few.
Fond memories here of Rhodes Minnis?
Very much. I won the 350 here. That's a 500 tonight. South Eastern Grasstrack champion here. And got him behind me somewhere, I don't know.
So you beat Alf Hagon?
All of them. And I got my dad here, you know, Luke Coffin.
Oh yeah, your dad's here somewhere, Luke Coffin's here.
He's 88 and great friend of mine. But most of them have gone by now. There's only about half dozen of us left.
Anyway,
I'm 82.
The bikes are almost coming out for the parade.
He's dead.
Great Alf Hagon here, multi-British champion. Hello, Alf.
Hello everybody. Hope you have a nice, enjoyable day's racing today. And I've met loads of ex-riders and things here today, so you should enjoy it. Hope you do as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Alf Hagon, give him a round of applause. We've got Stan Luck here with me. I thought I recognised him. 350 British champion 1973.
So you tell me, yeah.
And also missed out, I think, a couple of years before that. Almost lost out. They're laughing at you, Stan.
No, they always do.
Well, it's good to see you here, Stan, and of course, fond memories of those British Championships years ago.
That was good. Really enjoyed it.
Wonderful.
It was good fun, especially this track. Loved it.
You love this track?
Loved it.
I think they still love it now, Stan.
It's a proper grass track, isn't it?
Fantastic track. That's correct. Right, thank you, Stan.
Thank you.
Who else have we got here? Coffin, quick word. Eric Burridge says you were his dad. Is that right?
Well, he says lots of things. He's the one that used to take the money from us on the grass tracks now. Now, Monty's up there looking down, so we've got to be careful what we say, but Monty will really love this. And he came to my party and he was saying that's only about 10 years ago.
Right, Lou, we're going to cut you short because the presentation of riders is about to start. So over to you, Jim.
Appleton and Tristan Winterburn make their way back to this. Let's see. 199 Chris Mills, 2 Tim Nobes, 15 Martin Sturgeon, number 4 Andrew Appleton, and number 83 Nathan Irwin. Well, my lap scorers are telling me we're missing Matt Etherington at the moment. He's not on the start line. You'll see in brackets that you've got numbers 1 to 8. They are the grid positions. Number 1 from the very inside, right out to number 8 out here on the outside of the circuit. So Rich Ross right on the inside. Appleton riding number 4 this afternoon, eating Bridge 7 as they get started. Got a start on 2010, but it starts as they get underway, and Andrew Appleton's made an absolutely cracking start as he goes into that first turn. Pursued by Mitch Godden, but we've now got Martin Sturgeon coming round the outside and catching him going down that back straight. But Andrew Appleton is away, and it's Andrew Appleton that leads going into the third bend and into the dip. He'll be coming back over the hill towards me to complete that one. And the early lead is with Andrew Appleton. Martin Sturgeon sitting there in second, Mitch Godden in third. Adam Filmer is the rider in fourth place, but the gaps are starting to open up. The first 3 are getting away from the rest of the field as Andrew Appleton second place and plays down into that dip for the second time. Mitch Godden closing now on that second place, looking to try and get second, and indeed close on the early leader Andrew Appleton. But it's those 3 that are certainly away from the rest of the field. Tim Nobes now beginning to show as he closes up from that 5th place and goes wide around that bottom turn and gets round the outside of Appleton, but that's not quite at the moment. So you've got a split view at the moment because we've got a scrap going on from that 2nd and 3rd lane. So a good scrap going on from 4th and 5th. Andrew Appleton goes into his last lap looking for maximum points from his first ride. Tim Nobes has changed direction and got on the inside of Alan Filmer and moves up into 4th place now. And Vince Godden still sits on the back wheel of 2nd place, Martin Sturgeon. The line with a Georgie checkered flag this time for them as they come round, and the first checkered flag this afternoon goes to the flying Andrew Appleton. Mitch Godden has got that 2nd place. We've lost Martin Sturgeon in that last turn. Tim Nobes then is elevated up into 3rd place. But what happened to Martin Sturgeon? He was out of my view. I assume that we've lost that last turn. So race 1 of the British Masters for 2010. An excellent start for Andrew Appleton. Your official result reads as a win for number 4, Andrew Appleton. In 2nd place, number 9, Mitch Godden. In 3rd place, number 2, Tim Nobes. 4th place, number 24, Adam Filmer. And 5th place, number 5, Matt Etherington. 6th place, number 199. And 7th place, number 83. The winning time was 1:30.06, 1:30.06, 64.59. They averaged 64.59. So it's 1:30.06, and pushing across the line, a disastrous start for number 15. That's Martin Sturgeon, but he pushes across the line and takes the checkered flag, so we now can add 15 into 8th place. And I can see from the side of his leathers that he did take a tumble on that last turn, just out of my view. I'm sure on the far side you saw exactly what happened. As we now turn our attention to race 2 in your programme, heat 2, sponsored by Peter Whitcomb. And we see out for the first time on grid 1, Paul Cooper. Grid 2 is Harlan Cook. Grid 3 is Glenn Phillips. Previous winner of the British Masters. Grid 4, Martin Witherall. Grid 5, Tom Perry. Grid 6, Rob Meyer. Grid 7, Paul Hurry. Grid 8, Lewis Denham. A tough call in this one. For a good start from Andrew Appleton on this outside gate. Paul Hurry takes that gate. Moves away and the pace hesitated, but they've got away and into that first turn. It is Paul Hurry that's made the best of the starts. He's taking Lewis Denham with him as they go around that first turn. And Paul Hurry trying to open up a bit of a gap down the back straight. Changes as they go into that bottom turn. We'll pick it up for you as they come round this time. Paul Hurry looks over his shoulder. He's got Lewis Denham there in second place. And I'm conscious that we may have lost a rider on that bottom turn once again.
I can tell you, Jim, that we've got number 7, Harlan Cooks, up. So he's up on his feet.
The riders come out for the rerun of race 2. I did, while you were talking away there to a lot of the competitors, have a chance to look through your book, and I must admit, very comprehensive. It's covering all of the racing in the world of grass track from 66 to 74, and as you quite rightly say, on sale this afternoon at Bob's video stand. And I've just been confirmed after the course that we're going with race 3, so not the rerun of race 2. This is riders out for the first time, the third heat of the Masters Solo first leg. So let's have a quick look who we got. Dave Mears, Richard Hall out for the first time in gate 2. James Theobald, Rob Finlow. In fact, I've got no Rob Finlow, have I? Dyford Evans, Daniel Berwick, Daniel Winston, and right out on the outside is Jamie Rodgers. And it looks like we're waiting for the replacement for Rob Finlow. See, Scott Creswell comes to the line, number 200. So the ride is being brought up to the start line. Richard Hall on that gate 2. Jamie Rodgers right out on the outside. It has been gate 7 and 8 that have been getting the better of the start in these early stages. Up go this Asian as they get away. Oh, I can see Richard Hall on the inside has made a good one. Jamie Rodgers round the outside though has made a better one, and it is Jamie Rodgers that gets to the front as they go down that back straight. Dyford Evans is rider in second place at the moment. Richard Hall being caught as he goes into that second turn in that third spot. But it is Jamie Rodgers that's setting the pace. Oh, in fact, Richard Hall that's in that second spot at the moment. And Dave Mears, the rider, in third place and trying to claim the gap on him. Jamie Rodgers is certainly a cracking place to Richard Hall still sitting there comfortably in that second place. Dave Mears holding third. There's a bit of a gap then before Dyford Evans, who's coming under pressure from a number of riders all at the same time going into that bottom turn. On the far side, Jamie Rodgers really setting a pace, and we'll have to watch the time on this one to see how it compares to what happened in race 1. He goes into the last lap with a big gap now between him and second place Richard Hall. Well, Dyford Evans still holding off that challenge from Daniel Winterburn for that fourth place. Second flag is made ready. It's going to be a very convincing win for rider number 71. His first time out this afternoon, Jamie Rodgers. Richard Hall takes good points in second place and Dave Mears in third. Winning this battle for fourth, it is Dyford Evans that's finishing fourth. what time we were going to get from Jamie Rodgers there. He seemed to be head and shoulders above everybody else in the race. The official result reads as a win for number 71, Jamie Rodgers. Second place, number 30, Richard Hall. Third place, number 19. Fourth place, number 111. Fifth place, number 12. Sixth place, number 26. Seventh place, 200. And eighth place, 68. The winning time, very comparable to race 1, 1:30.54. 1:30.54. 64.25 they average. So 64.25, the winning time of 1:30.54. We've already got the riders back on the line for this restart of race 2. Remember, we've got Lewis Denham on the outside race. Paul Hurry gets on the inside of him. It is Paul Hurry that's made the best of the start and goes down into that first turn. Leading, but only just as there's problems on that first turn as we see two riders fall going up the hill there on that first turn. And red flags immediately out in the interest of safety.
Where do you get your Speedway fix these days? Because that's what you're mostly find in America.
Well, indeed, there is only 4 riders on the start line. You might be wondering why there's no Glenn Phillips. Well, Lady Quarry on the radio found out that Glenn wasn't included when we had grief in that first starting of race 2. So no Glenn Phillips in this first outing for the solo competitors. But no problems at all off the start line for Paul Hurry. He makes a clean start and gets down that back straight with a lead going into the dip for the first time, and up over the hill he comes fast lead to complete the first lap, and it's Paul Hurry that sets the pace. Arlen Cook holding second place, Tom Perry and Martin Weatherall battling for that third place, but maximum points at the moment sit with Paul Hurry. And it's Paul that comes down fast lead to complete that second lap. I think all we can do really now is watch Paul's finishing time and see how it compares to that race 1 victory for Andrew Appleton and the race 3 time that we saw for Jamie Rodgers. Completes the 4 laps as he goes into the last lap now as he goes past us. Arlen Cook still there in second. Tom Perry has closed the gap on that second place though. And Tom Perry is looking to get a bit quicker as the race develops. Has he left it too late? He certainly won the battle for that third place. He's closing rapidly on that second spot. Not much longer to go to get to the checkered flag, and Paul Hurry's going to get that win. So we do complete race 2. Arlen Cook hangs on to second and Tom Perry takes third. So race 2, we now have a result for race 2, and it means an official win for rider number 86, Paul Hurry. In second place, number 7, Harlan Cook. In third place, number 1, Tom Perry. And fourth place, number 29, Martin Weatherall. The winning time, 1:32.25, 1:32.25, 63.06 they averaged, 63.06. So that's 86, 7, 1 and 29. That completes race 2. We now move to race 4. And for the first time out this afternoon, the 1000cc sidecars start their Masters campaign. Once again, the gate positions are displayed in your programme. Right on the inside, you'll see should be Paul Johnston. I think that's what Paul's querying now, that he should be in gate 1. Trevor Colvin should be in gate 2, so it's Trevor that's got to move over one gate to let Paul Johnston in. And for those of you that didn't catch the announcement earlier, Paul Johnston's passenger for this afternoon is Tristan Winterburn. This is the first of the 1000cc sidecars. Trevor Colvin's made a good one on the inside. Rob Wilson's gone well from gate 5 as they drop into that first turn. And as they come up over the hill on the far side, 3 outfits together as they just about making the best of it as they come off that top hill and into the completion of lap 1. We pick them up as they come past me, and it is Rob Wilson who's got the best of it. Then Robbie Wilson in second place. Steve Smith is sitting there in third place at the moment. Problem to Paul Johnson at the back of the field by the look of it. But as we look to the far side once again, it is Robbie Wilson still in second place. Steve Smith may have problems. Steve Smith is slowed on the far side. Well, they complete 2 laps and Rob Wilson looks to be absolutely flying. Well, I said that Steve Smith looked to have problems. It's James Googe that's gone around the outside of him and got into that third place. Rob Wilson was really setting a cracking pace. He goes into the last lap this time as he comes round past us. Robbie trying to follow in his footsteps, sitting in that second place, and again Steve Smith looks over his shoulder as Mark Warren now goes through. Not Mark Warren, he's not in. This afternoon in the 2010 Masters is going to be a win for number 24, Rob Wilson. So race 4, very fast and furious, as a win officially for number 24, that's Rob Wilson and Terry Saunders. In second place, number 42, Robbie Wilson and Nicky Owen. In third place, number 11, James and David Gooch. In fourth place, number 991, Trevor Colvin, Anthony Grant. Fifth place, number 2, Steve Smith and Dave Hagon. And sixth place, number 7. The winning time was 1:40.59, 1:40.59, 57.83, as we now turn our attention to race 5, and on that inside gate we've got Myles Simmons and Kevin Woodley. Next to them, Pete Colvin and Steve Colvin. Sitting in grade 3, a previous Masters winner here at Rhodes Minnis, Colin Blackburn and Martin Smith. Rob Winterburn and Liam Brown take grid 4, Andy Gribble and Mark Truscott take 5, Rob Bradley, another Masters winner, Rob Bradley and Sean Simpson in gate 6. It does look as if we had problems on the start line. I think the starting tape got caught underneath the front mudguard of one of the outfits. made a very quick start on the inside. I think it is Miles Simmons has got the break as he goes down that dip for the first time and up the hill, but no, as I see him come out in second place. I think that's Rob Bradley that's made the break and got to the front. We'll check that for you as they come round. It is indeed Rob Bradley that comes last leading to make the first lap in front. Miles Simmons in second, Colin Blackburn in third. And that's Rob Winterburn in fourth place at the moment, but Rob Bradley, who's ridden this second time. Well, we know that Rob Bradley has won the Masters here at the ASTRA Club meeting here at Rhodes Minnis in 2008. He won it down in Cornwall in 2006. One more lap to go for Rob Bradley to make it a win and maximum points in his first ride. Number 87 in your programme, that's Rob Bradley and Sean Simmons. Miles Simmons picks up second place. Colin Blackburn with a third place first time out. So, race 5 then, the official result reads as a win for outfit number 87, Rob Bradley, Sean Simpson. In second place, number 9, Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley. Third place, number 25, Colin Blackburn and Martin Smith. Fourth place, number 48, Rob Winterburn and Liam Brown. And fifth place, number 99, Pete Colvin and Steve Colvin. Sixth place there, outfit number 3, and the winning time was 1:38.27, 1:38.27. 59.2 they averaged. So race 6, heat 3 in your programme of the first leg rides. And for the first time out this afternoon, we've got the defending champion, number 37, Mark Cossar and Carl Blyth. Mark, of course, won it down in Cornwall last year with passenger at that time, Tom Cossar. Colin Blackburn and Martin Smith got second too, but Rob Winterburn and Liam Brown got third place. So Tom Cossar now Mark Cossar in fact with Carl Blyth passenger in this year, with Paul Whitelam on the outside of him, Gerry Jackson right on the outside. The first 2 leads, but Matt Promoter has made nothing of it this time, so he has allowed the riders in the outer gates to actually get across in that first turn and take up the lead. Paul Whitelam I can see on the far outside. Paul Whitelam flying around the outside of them, the two together as they go into that second turn. Mark Cossar with the inside line. Paul Whitelam is forced to stay out wide. He now comes back behind Mark Cossar and tries to get a line on the inside. Mark Cossar will try and close the door as he goes into that second bend and down into the dip for the second time. And it does look as if Mark Cossar has made a bend as he goes along the back straight. With the lead now on Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott in second place. All eyes on that front runner, I think, at the moment as we look back to third place and we see it is the outfit of Gareth Winterburn and Ben Mulloy, who in fact qualified and he looks to be closing on Paul Whitelam. The gap has certainly opened between first and second. Gareth Winterburn looking to try and close on that second place. Mark Cossar said to me this morning in the pits that he was determined to have a good go, but look at that battle for second place. Winterburn is trying to find a way to respond though. probably. Mark Cossar as he comes to the line this time. It's going to be close to the second place. Paul Whitelam, I think, has just hung on to it. But that was a good push from Gareth Winterburn. So, race 6, completing the first leg rides for the 1000cc sidecars. A win for the defending champions, number 37, Mark Cossar and Carl Blyth. In second place, number 92, Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott. In third place, number 49, Gareth Winterburn and Ben Mulloy. In fourth place, number 5. In fifth place, 306. Sixth place, number 23. And the winning time, 1:37.49, 1:37.49. 59.67 was the average speed, 59.67. Over the page we go and we move to the second leg ride. And remind you that we had wins in the first leg for number 4, Andrew Appleton, 71, Jamie Rodgers, and 86, Paul Hurry. So Andrew goes in this one, of course, from gate 7. Well, they get underway and Andrew Appleton's made another very good start, but he's got Richard Hall with him this time. As they go down into that first turn, those two riders together, Richard Hall has to allow Andrew Appleton take the line coming out of that first turn. Down the back straight, in Andrew Appleton and pull him away. Around past me they come for the first time. Andrew Appleton looking to make it 2 out of 2. Richard Hall in second. Tim Nobes has moved up into third. Richard Hall, who had a second first time out, has now got Tim Nobes, who had a third place first time out, really down into well, those two battles for that second place, it allows Andrew Appleton to keep the pressure on. He looks to be in top form this afternoon. This will make it 2 out of 2. And that is now a biggish gap that's developing between first and second place. Richard Hall can do nothing about the speed on Andrew Appleton at the moment. Doing everything he possibly can to make sure he hangs on to that second place. They go into the last lap. It again gets close for this second place. Tim Nobes tries the outside approach going into that bottom turn. He's gone the long way round and he looks to have got the advantage. Can Richard Hall come back at him? Tim Nobes has got the second place now as they go along the back straight. Richard Hall unable to respond as the checkered flag is being made ready. It's 2 out of 2 for rider number 4, Andrew Appleton. Close to this second place. Tim Nobes takes second, Richard Hall in third. So race 7, quick result for you. The official result reads as a win for number 4, Andrew Appleton. He makes it 2 out of 2. In second place, number 2, Tim Nobes. In third place, 30, Richard Hall. Fourth place, 111. In fifth place, number 24. Sixth place, 83. Seventh place, 200. And eighth place, 14. The winning time was 1:29.81, 1:29.81. That averaged 64.77, 64.77. So we quickly have got race 8 on the line and ready to go. Get underway, and I can see that Tom Perry's made a very good start. Mitch Godden's made a good start from the inside. Paul Hurry is right in there in the mix with the 4 riders together as they go down that back straight. Paul Hurry now trying to work his way through the 4 to be back up to the second place. Mitch Godden tries to stay with him as well as Paul Hurry is forced to go very wide, and as they come round off the top of the hill, it's Paul Hurry that gets to the front. Tom Perry slots into second place, Mitch Godden in third, Dave Mears in fourth. Tom Perry trying to stay in touch with Paul Hurry as he goes down that bottom turn for the second time. But Paul Hurry, who sat there in the pit gate and watched Andrew Appleton take 2 wins out of 2 rides, wants to stay with him on the speed. Certainly had to work in that first lap, but he's now got himself in front and looks comfortable. And Tom Perry fights to hang on to that second place. Mitch Godden still in contention there in that third spot. He looks to have won the battle for third, and Dave Mears got back to the place. Round off the top of the hill, he's about centre of the circuit. One more lap to go. Tom Perry follows him. Mitch Gordon following those front two as they go into that bottom turn. We could see two riders going on the maximum points from two rides. Murray negotiating the last turn, going towards the checkered flag this time. It's his second ride of the afternoon and he makes it 2 out of 2. Tom Perry stays there in second, Mitch Gordon in third, and Jamie is in fourth. So race 8, the official result reads as second of the afternoon, a win for number 86, Paul Hurry. In second place, number 1, Tom Perry. In third place, number 9, Mitch Godden. Fourth place, number 19, Dave Mears. Fifth place goes to rider number 7. Sixth place, 199. Seventh place, number 5. Eighth place, 15. And the winning time, 132.74. 132.74. 62.73 they were averaging, 62.73. So we know we've seen now Paul Hurry take a win, Andrew Appleton takes a win, they both move on to 18.2 lines, and Jamie Rodgers did the same thing. He goes in this one, he's right up on that gate 3, he's made a very good gate, and it is Jamie Rodgers that's got to the front. So as the rest of the riders drop back, you can see that we've got 2 that split away. The leader is Jamie Rodgers. That pit turn for the first time. And he equally stays with Andrew Appleton and Paul Hurry. Glenn Phillips is sitting there in second place. He's got a lot of work to do to try and catch up because Glenn will be well aware that this one ride. Coming up off that pit bend, you can see that Jamie Rodgers looks over his shoulder. In fact, it was Jamie Rodgers that got second to Lewis Denham down in Cornwall last year. And he was better this year, and he's into the pit turn for the third time. He's opened up a gap now on Glenn Phillips, who equally has opened up a very large gap on the third place. Oh, Jamie looking to be enjoying himself as he goes into the last lap. James Theobald is the rider who's got that third place, but there really are some big gaps from first to third. We see the checkered flag being made ready, and we now know that we've got 3 riders that have all completed twice and all got maximum points. So, race 9, the official result reads as a win for number 71. That's Jamie Rodgers making it 2 out of 2. In second place, number 42, Glenn Phillips. In third place, number 26, James Theobald. In fourth place, number 12, Daniel Winston. In fifth place, number 29, Martin Weatherall. Sixth place, number 33. Seventh place, 68. And the winning time, 131.74, 131.74, 63.41. So that completes second leg rides for the solo competitors. We now move to the 1000cc sidecars and remind you that we had wins for outfit number 24, Rob Wilson. He goes in race 12. We also had wins for Rob Bradley. He goes in race 11, and number 37, the defending champion, Mark Cossar. So all 3 of them don't meet each other. We could end up in exactly the same position in solo and sidecar. Race 10 in your programme as the riders come to the start line. Made a best of the start. Myles Simmons made a good one. I can see Colin Blackbourne's made a good one from the start as well. They sort themselves out in that first turn as they come up over the hill. I think that is Colin Blackbourne who's got the break. In third place at the moment. So Mark Cossar closes as they go into that top bend. You can see Colin Blackbourne trying to hold on to that lead, but he's been attacked from the outside and the inside. Myles Simmons trying to go wide once again. That I think is leaving the gaps for Mark Cossar to try and close as well as they come up the top of the hill. Myles Simmons has made a break. Colin Blackbourne's got Mark Cossar comes through on the outside, and it is Mark Cossar that got the best of the advantage. And Colin Blackbourne pulls off on the far side. So Mark Cossar and Carl Blyth lead from Myles Simmons and Kevin Woodley. James Gooch and Dave Gooch still there. Mark Cossar defending his title of the British Masters. First lap. Checkered flag it's going to be, and it's 2 out of 2 for outfit number 37, Mark Cossar and Carl Blyth. But let's give you the official result. A win in race 10 for outfit number 37, making it 2 out of 2, Mark Cossar and Carl Blyth. In second place, number 9, Myles Simmons and Kevin Woodley. In third place, number 7, Paul Johnson and Tristan Winterburn. In fourth place, number 11, James Gooch and Dave Gooch. In fifth place, number 5, the winning time, 138.21, 138.21, 59.23. 59.23. So they would have sat in the pit box watching what happened in race 10. Can Rob Bradley and Sean Simpson equal Mark Cossar and Carl Blyth and make it 2 out of 2? They sit in gate 2. Again, I can't see any real advantage from inside or outside gates. Seems to be negotiating that first turn and sorts everything out. Winterburn has made a very good start. I think that's Rob Bradley that's made the best of it from that inside gate. just leads as he comes off that first turn when he's under pressure. Gareth Winterburn staying close to him. Rob Winterburn sitting there in third place, watching what's happening in front of him. Maybe watching to see if there's any gap being created. Closer this time. So does Rob Bradley take the advantage in this pit turn? Certainly where Gareth Winterburn closes up. See, he slightly opens the gap between him and Rob Bradley will have sat in that pit box and watched Mark Cossar take 2 wins from 2 rides. You'll want to try and stay within second flag goes. Rob Bradley and Sean Simpson make it 2 out of 2. So, race 11 in your programme, heat 5 of the 1000cc sidecar Masters, and we're in the second leg rides, and we see a second win for outfit number 87, Rob Bradley, Sean Simpson. In second place, number 49, a terrific ride once again from Gareth Winterburn and Ben Molly. In third place, number 48, Rob Winterburn and Liam Brown. Fourth place, number 2, Steve Smith and Dave Hagon. Fifth place, number 42, and the winning time, 137.99, 137.99, 59.36, they averaged 59.36. So race 12, and I'm looking to see gate 2. It's Rob Wilson that's already on that gate. He's got the very quick Paul Whitelam on the inside of him. Paul Whitelam had a second first time out. Looking to try and improve. And it's not as if we've got a replacement for Andy Gribble. John Hitchcock goes in gate 4. So a very quick start from Trevor Colvin on the outside. He lifted the machine in the air and looks as if he's recovered from it, but does pull off as they go towards the pit. But Paul Whitelam has made the best of it. Got away. Rob Wood a second place. And as they come down that top turn and in towards me to complete the first lap, it is Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott that have got away. Rob Wilson in second. Pete Colvin and Steve Colvin sitting in third place at the moment, with Mark Warren in fourth. Well, my apologies. I see that the race has been stopped. I can't quite see the reason why, except to say that we've got, I believe, Trevor Colvin and Anthony Grant pulled off on that pit corner. You heard about it through the Grasstrack, some fantastic photographs and those incredible photographs of previous Masters action in the middle of the programme. We then move over to page 19 in your programme, where we've already got riders on the line for race 13. They get underway. Richard Hall has made a good start. Jamie Rodgers I'm looking for, and it's Jamie Rodgers that moves round the outside of Richard Hall. Mitch Godden sitting there in third place, but it is Jamie Rodgers who's got away.
Blyth looking to have a wide line into this pit lane to try and get round the outside and get the advantage over Richard Hall. But he has to switch back again as Jamie Rodgers is setting the pace. Richard Hall is trying desperately to stay with him. Mitch Garden still there in third place. Dave Mears in fourth. Jamie Rodgers really does look to be in terrific form this afternoon. He lifts that wheel as he comes up over the hill. Richard Hall can do nothing about it at the moment. Great to see Richard here this afternoon. Mitch Garden, who does a lot of the long tracks on the continent. Jamie Rodgers got away from them, and while they're all sitting in the pit box watching what happens, they'll know that Jamie Rodgers at the moment, with one more lap to complete, is looking at making it 3 out of 3. Just wonder if that can Mitch Garden launches a challenge on the last turn. Richard Hall responds. The checkered flag goes for the third time for Jamie Rodgers. Richard Hall gets another second. It's gone in third. So, race 13, we move into the third leg for the solo competitors, and it's a third win for rider number 71, Jamie Rodgers. In second place, number 30, Richard Hall. Third place, number 9, Mitch Godden. Fourth place, number 19, Dave Mears. Fifth place, 29. Sixth place, 68. And the winning time was 1:31.28, 1:31.28, 63.73. So in fact we now turn the pages back to page 11 for the rerun of race 12. Remind you that 184 John Hiscock and passenger Carl Bell replaced number 3 Andy Gribble and Mark Truscott. I've just had a message, if I could quickly ask for the parent of Jack Parnell. Jack's looking for you, he's waiting by the car for you. Could you make contact with him again? Off that inside gate, gets the line going around the first turn. We watch to see how they break coming up over the hill. It is Paul Whitelam that's got the advantage. No, he sits in second place. See how they break coming down half these when they complete the first lap, and Paul Whitelam looks to have found some extra speed. Rob Wilson, no answer to him at the moment, tries to take a much tighter line on that pit bend. Pull away slightly. Rob Wilson closes on the entrance to that top bend. Past me for the second time. Paul Whitelam and now Elliott. No, they're under pressure from Rob Wilson, who Rob of course had a win first time out. Second place first time out, so he's sitting on 5 points. One more lap to go, and the gap looks too big for Rob Wilson to close down. They go up the far side. First win of the afternoon. Into the far side, off the top of the hill. towards the checkered flag, and it is a win for Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott. So, race 12 in your programme, the official result reads as a win for number 92, Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott. In second place, number 24, Rob Wilson and Terry Saunders. Third place, number 99, Pete Colvin and Steve Colvin. Fourth place, number 306, Mark Warren and Steve Henderson. Fifth place, number 184, that's our replacement, John Hiscock and Carl Bell. The winning time was 1:39.55, 1:39.55, 58.43 they averaged, 58.43. So over the pages we go, and we go back to page 19 in your programme, where we see race 14 already coming to the line. And a chance for Andrew Appleton and Paul Hurry to perhaps have a head-to-head. Will anybody else get involved? We've got Tim Nose, who's certainly scoring well. He's on 13.2 lines. They get underway. I think that Paul Hurry's made a good start, but right on the inside, he gets pushed out slightly. Well, that looks like Tim Nose has made the best of that first turn, and Tim gets away, goes down the back straight. Andrew Appleton is in the second place. Paul Hurry in third at the moment. We'll double check for you as they come past me, and it is Tim Nose that's making an excellent start, staying ahead of Andrew Appleton and Paul Hurry, are both on maximum points from their first two rides. Can Tim Nose keep the nose in front of riders in second and third place? That's going on a bit further down the field. All eyes are on the front runner Tim Nose, who sets the pace for Andrew Appleton to chase. Whether he's added an extra gear or a better tyre or whatever it is, Tim Nose blew out that gate, went the long way round that first turn. He's got himself in front and he doesn't look like being caught. One more lap to go. Paul Hurry and Andrew Appleton sitting there in second and third place. So it means that Jamie Rodgers is after 3 wide, just has to goes, and it's going to be an excellent win for Tim Nose. Andrew Appleton takes second, Paul Hurry in third. Fourth place finisher there, number 42, Glenn Phillips. So a very quick time for race 14, a win, his first of the afternoon for number 2, Tim Nose. In second place, number 4, Andrew Appleton. Third place, number 86, Paul Hurry. Fourth place, number 42, Glenn Phillips. Fifth place, number Matt Etherington. Sixth place, number 111, Dyford Evans. In seventh place, number 12, and eighth place, 200. The winning time was 1:30.22, 1:30.22. 64.48. So heat 9 of the Masters Solo for 2010. It's race 15 in your programme. A lot of these riders, I'm sure, will realise that they can now get valuable points. Join the hunt. Number 1, Tom Perry. Number 7, Harlan Cook. Scored steadily in their first two riders. Waiting for one more rider. fact it is that Tom Perry's made a good start on the inside, and I think it is Tom Perry that gets the edge going into that first turn. As the exit and down the back straight, I think it's Chris Mills that's gone with him. Chris Mills trying to stay on the back wheel of Tom Perry. Much better ride from Chris Mills. He comes up over the top of the hill and gets the lead. Tom Perry still holding that second place. Both these two on scoring points on their first two points here from either one of them. And indeed I can see that we've lost Chris Mills on that pit turn. So Tom Perry takes over the lead. Gareth, of course, looks happy that the ride is off the track safely. It means that the race is now handed to Tom Perry, who won't miss at all. He'll get maximum points from this one. One more lap to go. Harlan Cook still sitting there in second. James Theobald holding third. But as we look to the far side, the youngster, Tom Perry, will be pleased, I'm sure, with this one. He looks almost to be coasting into this last turn. Taking things very, very steadily indeed. As he looks to the finishing line, he'll take the checkered flag and get maximum points. So, race 15 in your programme concludes the third leg ride for the Masters Solo. A win for rider number 1, Tom Perry. In second place, number 7, Harlan Cook. Third place, 26, James Theobald. Fourth place, number 24, Adam Filmer. Fifth place, 33. Sixth place, number 14. Seventh place, 199. The winning time was 1:34.32, 1:34.32. 61.67 they averaged. So we quickly turn our attention to the sidecar competition and remind you that we've got maximum point scorers in 37 and 87. That's Mark Cossar and Rob Bradley, who I just seeing Rob Bradley goes in 18 against Mark Cossar in 18. So who else can get amongst the points now? Because closest to them on 12 points we've got Rob Wilson and Whitelam. Whitelam goes in 17. 24 goes in 9. So a bit of a ragged start, but they sort themselves out as they go up to that top turn. Drive with that front tyre puncher. Desperately trying to get maximum points from this one. He's going the right way about it at the moment. He's got Rob Winterburn in contention in second place, Paul Johnson and Tristan Winterburn holding third. Winterburn looks to be trying to close. Where's he going to be quicker? Two of our outfits off into the centre green. No problems for them. Colin Blackburn and Martin Smith struggling with that lead, just about hanging to come through. Rob equally looking to try and make a gap. Past that man goes for Colin Blackburn. Martin looks over his shoulder, knows that Rob Winterburn's in close contention. Now, will Rob Winterburn try and take a much wider exit out of that first bend? Is he going to stay up on the high hill? They will recognise there. He pulls out a little bit. Closes the door. Now he keeps his place in the lane going into this last turn. And he forces Rob Winterburn to go wide, so there's going to be no break. He comes back across. Colin Blackbourne's going to take it. Rob Winterburn in second. Paul Johnson finishes in third. And fourth place finisher there, Matt from Marola. So, race 16 then, the first of the third leg rides for the sidecars. A win for number 25, that's Colin Blackbourne and Martin Smith. In second place, number 48, Rob Winterburn and Liam Brown. In third place, number 7, Paul Johnson and Tristan Winterburn. In fourth place, number 5, Matt Framarola and Andy Wilson. No other finishers there. The winning time, 139.40, 139.40, 58.52 for the average speed. So once again we see that John Hiscock goes in that gate 1, replacing Andy Gribble. Paul Whitelam have a much quicker ride in his second ride. Have a win and second place. He's on 12 points overall. They go from grid 3. From Myles Simmons on the inside with a John Hiscock inside there. Now another rider we saw going very quickly was number 49, Gareth Winterburn. They get underway. There's all sorts of problems coming off that start line. The rest of the riders break on the top side. Steve Smith and Dave Hogan are down on this starting straight.
Right, leave it down. Get it back.
They go in grid 3. In grid 5, we've got Rob Bradley and Sean Simpson, who also points 2 rides and 2 wins. And just to throw into the mix as well, we've got number 24, Rob Wilson, and Terry Saunders, who are on 12 points from 2 rides. So who will make the best of this third leg ride? And I've just now heard from the officials of the club that a decision has been taken to scrub the fourth leg ride. So this third leg ride now becomes even more important. Remember, we will be now going from the third leg ride into the semi-finals and finals. So no fourth leg ride. Decision taken obviously in the interest of the timing. As they get underway, it's promising to be an interesting one. Who's made the best of the starts? I think it's Rob Bradley that's got the best of the drop into that first turn as they come round up the hill. It is Bradley that's got away, but he's not far away. Rob Bradley and John Simpson in terrific form at the moment. Mark Cossar doing everything he can to make sure he gets that second place, but Rob Wilson trying to make sure he doesn't. Rob Wilson has to give up and slot into that third place as Mark Cossar now has the chase on to try and catch Rob Bradley. So two former Masters champions compete on the far side. Brilliant pit turn. Going into the bend, he looks a bit quicker. He closes up in the middle of the bend, and then Rob Bradley just seems to find that little bit of power to pull away coming out of the bend. Great scrap between these two. Mark Cossar trying to get a wider line into that pit bend to give him the drive going up the hill. You don't see Rob Bradley coming out of that bend. He's trying to get the wheels back in line. He's trying to get maximum drive down because Mark Cossar most certainly looks a bit quicker going into the bend. One more lap. Can Rob Bradley and Sean Simpson hang on to it? Will Mark Cossar drop his first points this afternoon? Oh, it's a critical stage now. Third leg right. Rob Bradley certainly under pressure. Mark Cossar will have to try and get to the checkered flag first, but he's not going to do it. Rob Bradley and Sean Simpson get the checkered flag. They keep maximum points. They know they've taken points off the only other contender that was on maximum points with them. So with a very, very quick time, and understandably as he was pushed all the way, it's third win for outfit number 87. Remember, this is race 18 in your programme, heat 9 of the third leg. Number 87, Rob Bradley and Sean Simpson take the win. In second place, number 37, Mark Cossar and Carl Blyth. In third place, number 24, Rob Wilson, Terry Saunders. And in fourth place, number 42, Robbie Wilson and Nicky Owen. Fifth place, number 99, and the winning time, 136.63, 136.63, 60.20. They've broken the 60 mile an hour bracket, 60.20. So we turn our attention back to race 17. All of these riders, I'm sure that they are now being made aware that there's no fourth leg ride. These points very, very valuable. Underway. Myles Simmons has made a good start. He's looking to try and hold it tight, but I think Paul Whitelam has just nicked him going into that first turn. As they break going up the hill, Paul Whitelam just with the lead. The rider has got it in the second place, and Myles Simmons back in third at the moment. Gareth Winterburn looking to close on Paul Whitelam. Tries to find a way on the inside and to drop in behind him as they come past me. Oh, the Gooch brothers closing up on Myles Simmons for that third place. All eyes, I'm sure, on those properties. A lot faster as the afternoon's gone on. What about Gareth Winterburn? He was the rider that won the qualifier to get into this Masters proper, and he's certainly been as quick as any of the top boys. Just as I say that, he looks to go a wide line coming out of that turn. He's right on the back wheel. Oh, Paul Whitelam and Elliott will know he's there. They'll try and force him to stay wide, and that's exactly where he's going. Now, will he take the decision to cut across, or will he stay wide? He looks to stay wide. He'll go wide again on this pit bend, I'm sure. He'll look to get a run up the top of the hill as he goes down that back straight. He'll look to get the advantage. And there he goes. Gareth Winterburn comes back underneath. On the last turn. Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott trying to keep the door shut. making sure there's nowhere for Gareth to get through. And they just about hold on. Oh, a lot of pressure from Gareth Winterburn, but they held on. They get maximum points, and that certainly keeps them back in contention. So race 17, a win, but he had to work hard to hang on to it for outfit number 92, for Whitelam and Alan Elliott. In second place, number 49, Gareth Winterburn and Ben Mulloy. In third place, number 9, Myles Simmons and Kevin Woodley. Fourth place, number 11, James Googe and Dave Googe. The winning time was 1:39.79, 1:39.79, 58.29, the average speed. And I kind of look at them now and think, how on earth did we manage to stay on? But I suppose the answer to that is I didn't. Hence the reason I had a couple of visits to hospital. But that was back then, this is now. And as you heard earlier from Dave, the Puma outfit that was being ridden by Alan Artus and Mark Nelson has been lovingly rebuilt. I've seen Gerry's machine out quite often. Gerry and son Steve, who ride well, you thought it was going to be a scratch race between you two, but that's not going to be. You can see that we've got our very, very vintage rider and machinery coming to the line. They very quickly get underway, and you can see that Puma outfit of Alan Artus and Mark Nelson. Plenty of drive coming off the start line. One thing I will say about these races, no matter what the vintage, they were built for racing, and it's great to see them back out on the circuit. Right, I'm going to leave you to enjoy these older machines and riders getting out there and having a go on this big modern circuit. While we sort out who it is that goes in what semi-final.
Trevor was the British champion back in 1979, 1980, and since has won many internationals, also national events all across the UK and Europe. one of his favourites, of course, is Petro in the old East Germany. As we heard when we interviewed him earlier, his favourite circuit. So come on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give him a round of applause, one of the all-time greats. Mr. Ruffles just been telling me that Monty Banks used to just put his leg out there like Trevor did when he went round, and he was doing exactly as his dad used to. Keep the applause going, ladies and gentlemen, as he comes round. I think he's heading back in the pits. I think we've got a couple more coming out yet. Well, it looks like that's only going to be the only demo, because they're going to start working on the track ready for the finals. So we'll see whether we get time to bring any of the lads around for you after the track has been worked on.
As we move now into semi-final stage of the British Masters for 2010. So remind you that in race 27, sponsored by Sunnybank Body Repairs, we've got maximum point scorer number 71, Jamie Rodgers. He looks as if he's chosen one of these outside gates. Paul Hurry, in fact, has gone on the outside of him. So Mitch Gordon just on the inside of Jamie Rodgers. Tim Nobes on the inside of Mitch Gordon. So most of them in this semi-final looking as if the top point scorers have chosen outside gates. That gives them a good run into that first turn. Upgrade of pace. Paul Hurry's made an absolute cracker of a start, but Jamie Rodgers has gone with him as well as they fly into that first turn. And they break. Tim Nobes, I think, has made the best of the start though, and goes down in front as they go down the back straight for the first time. Mitch Gordon up there in second place. Jamie Rodgers in third. Paul Hurry in fourth at the moment, looking to go the wide line round the outside on the pit bend. Up over the hill they come, and it's Tim Nobes that's flying out in front. Jamie Rodgers now trying to get on the inside of Mitch Gordon as they go into that bottom turn. Paul Hurry watching what's happening in front of him. But Mitch Gordon holding that fast line on the outside and holds on to second place. Tim Nobes, who looks to get faster and faster as the day's gone on, sets the pace in this first semi-final. It's Tim Nobes that's leading. Maximum point scorer to this stage of the event, Jamie Rodgers, is still sitting there in second place. Mitch Gordon has to hang on to third as Paul Hurry tries to close on those two. He sits in fourth place at the moment, but it is Tim Nobes pulling away. He goes in that bottom turn. He'll see the last lap flag this time in the first of the semi-finals. He looks to be absolutely flying. Jamie Rodgers, who'd looked quick earlier on this afternoon, can only watch him go away from him, but there's problems for Paul Hurry. Problems for Paul Hurry as he coasts across the line. He's not going to score in the semi-final as he can watch the rest of the riders come across the line and take the checkered flag, because we see that Tim Nobes has made an absolute cracker of a semi-final and he looks to be enjoying it. Tim Nobes takes the win. Jamie Rodgers in second, Mitch Gordon in third. Those are your top three finishers. So big disappointment to Paul Hurry as he walks back to the pits.
So, race 25 then, the first of the semi-finals, a win for rider number 2, maximum 9 points to number 2, Tim Nobes. In second place, number 71. That, of course, is Jamie Rodgers. He picks up the 7 points for that second place. In third place, number 9, Mitch Godden. In fourth place, number 19, that's Dave Mears. They were followed home by number 24. And in sixth place, number 12. The winning time was 1:29.32, 1:29.32, 65.13 the average speed. 2, 71, 9, 19, 24 and 12, 1:29.32, 65.13. Second semi-final, race 26 in your programme, sponsored by C France. What can Andrew Appleton do? He's sat in the pit stop for the first semi-final. Richard Hall's made a good start in this. Richard Hall, the brakes going into that first turn. Andrew Appleton goes a long way round, and it's now Andrew that's got to the front as they go down that back straight. So Andrew Appleton will be aware that Jamie Rodgers has got in that first semi-final. My arithmetic works correct. I think that means that they will be back on level pegging going into the final. So Andrew Appleton leads this first semi-final, Richard Hall in second, but there's quite a gap starting to open up from that first and second place. Andrew Appleton goes into that sixth end for the third time. Oh, I wonder if his time's going to be as quick as Tim knows. There's real battle going on for this second place as Richard Hall is under pressure from Harlan Cook. Harlan goes a long way round. He's seen other riders go quick on the outside of that first bend. He gets the advantage going down the back straight. Richard Hall will try and come back at him in this fifth turn. The last lap flag is made ready for Andrew Appleton. Has a sneaky look over his shoulder. Knows he's got a comfortable margin. Harlan Cook still sits there in second. Richard Hall in third. Glenn Phillips in fourth at the moment. This is all going to be about Andrew Appleton getting maximum points in this second semi-final. Into the pit turn he goes for the last time. And checkered flag it's going to be as he comes round to the last start. He picks up the 9 points. Problems for Harlan Cook. Richard Hall gets the advantage and gets second. Harlan pulls off into the inside of the circuit. I think he did manage to hold on to third place. So the second semi-final, sponsored by C France, the winner, number 4, Andrew Appleton. Maximum 9 points go to Andrew Appleton. In second place to him, number 30, Richard Hall. In third place, number 7, that's Harlan Cook. And in fourth place, number 42, Glenn Phillips. Fifth place, number 5. Sixth place, number 1. Seventh place, 111. And 8th place, number 26. The winning time was 1:31.45, 1:31.45, 63.61 the average speed. So we move to the sidecar competition for the Masters 2010, and we look to race 27. The lineup includes number 87, Rob Bradley and Sean Simpson on maximum 21 points. For Whitelam and Alan Elliott on 19 points. Myles, Simmons and Kevin Woodley on 14 points. Rob Winterburn and Liam Brown on 10 points. Number 7, Paul Johnson on 9 points. Oh, we just had it confirmed that Paul Whitelam, we will score as 92, but he's actually riding 184's bike. So, I don't know whether there's been a problem with his bike that hasn't been able to get sorted for this semi. He borrowed machinery. Solo competition, the top point scorers chose the outside gate. So I can see it again with Rob Bradley in the sidecars. He's taking an outside gate, looking to get a sweep round that first turn as they get underway. Well, Simmons looks to have made the best of the starts, but I can see that Rob Bradley's gone for that outside line, looking to sweep round the outside going up the hill, and that's exactly what he's done. So Rob Bradley, Simmons chases after them going into that second turn, and as they go down through the dip and back past us for the first time, Rob Bradley and Sean Simpson. Myles Simmons pulling the tear-offs off, and problems for Paul Whitelam, change of machinery at the last minute coming into this race. He's been absolutely Myles Simmons still there in that second spot, but doesn't look to be able to close the gap. It's Rob Winterburn that's holding third place at the moment. Paul Johnson in fourth, Paul Whitelam in fifth. Over the far side we look once again. We conclude the third lap this time. With maximum point scorers, Rob Bradley and Simpson, as they fly into the last lap. Well, I said to you before that he's enjoyed this circuit. He did win the Masters in 2008 at this ASTRA circuit. The first semi-final. And it is going to be a big win for number 87, Rob Bradley and Sean Simpson. Second place, Myles Simmons and Kevin Woodley. So race 27, it was the first of the semi-finals for the sidecars, and it was a win for maximum point scorer all afternoon, number 87, Rob Bradley and Sean Simpson. In second place, number 9, that's Myles Simmons and Kevin Woodley. In third place, number 48, Rob Winterburn and Liam Brown. And in fourth place, number 7, Paul Johnson and Tristan Winterburn. Fifth place, number 92, Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott. And in sixth place, number 42, the winning time was 1:44.76, 55.53 the average speed. So race 28 comes to the line. They've sat in the pit box and watched what's happened in the first semi-final. Coming to the line is last year's defending champions, Mark Cossar and Carl Blyth. What gate have they taken? Well, I think they've done the same as the first semi-final and indeed the solo semi-finals. They've taken an outside gate, so right on the racing line. So suddenly more grip there. Just on the inside of them is number 24, Rob Wilson. He's on 16 points from the free ride. Away, and Mark Cossar's made a good start from the outside. Rob Wilson's gone with them. Colin Blackbourne's in there as well, passengered by Carl Pugh as they go into that first turn and sort themselves out. And Colin Blackbourne has got himself up in the second place. And Colin Blackbourne looks very quick in that second spot. Mark Cossar will have heard him behind him. He'll know he's there. He knows he can't leave any gaps and stays in the centre of the circuit. Keeps the speed on as he comes past me. But Colin Blackbourne looks to be going very quick in that second place. Rob Wilson can do nothing about the front two as he sits in third place at the moment. open up a little bit of a gap. He looks to be very quick around this circuit. I just wonder if they've been changing gearing as the afternoon's gone on. Drives hard into this finishing straight, and with one more lap to go, he's booking a place in the final. Colin Blackburn and Carl Pugh still there in a good second place. They, of course, have lost points earlier on today. It's not been the best Masters final for them this afternoon. Ready for this, the second semi-final of the sidecar, sponsored by Ball Lane Garage of Faversham. Won by number 37, Mark Cossar and Carl Blyth. Second tune-up is Colin Blackburn and Carl Pugh. So the official result of the second semi-final, race 28 in your programme, sponsored by Ball Lane Garage of Faversham. A win for number 37, that of course is Mark Cossar and Carl Blyth. In second place, number 25, that's Colin Blackburn and Carl Pugh. In third place, number 24, that of course is Rob Wilson and Tony Suter. In fourth place, number 49, fifth place, number 11, and sixth place, number 99, 143.02 the winning time, 143.02, 56.47 they averaged.
And of course finished second in the World Speedway Championship right back in 1976. We got Malcolm Simmons. Welcome to Rhodes Minnis, Malcolm. You got your fan club here as well.
I brought them with me.
Oh, you brought them with you? Brought your own fans with you?
I certainly have to these days.
Have you had a good day?
Yeah, it's been enjoyable. Pity about the accidents, you know, and no one wants to see that, but they happen, don't they?
That's right. I enjoyed reading your book. Came out, was it 2 years ago?
Yeah, it was something I wanted to do, and I got a few adverse comments, but most people liked it, you know, and it was good fun.
Fantastic memories, of course, and you raced here at Rhodes Minnis. What's your memories of Rhodes Minnis?
Really, how much I didn't like the place.
Everybody said they liked it. You said you didn't like it.
I never liked it. I won a lot of races here, but that bit going down the hill at the other end was quite frightening at times, you know. I just didn't like it, but there you go.
And of course, you were unsighted at certain points on that track, aren't you?
On that part there, you were at the time, you know. It seems to be on the first corner now you're unsighted, but you know, it's good. It's good to watch this sort of thing now rather than just a little speedway come grass tracks. You know, it's been good fun watching.
Do you still get along to watch Speedway and grass track much?
We go as often as we can, you know, but trouble with grass in the southeast, it's sort of, there's not much going on at the moment, you know. If there's anything on, we normally go, but, and with Lakeside being our one and only track nowadays, you know, we don't get there very often either.
Well, it's great to see you. You've had a good day then, and brought back some memories for you.
Yeah, very much so. And I've met a lot of people I used to ride with, and you know, we've had some good chats. Yeah, I've really enjoyed it.
Fantastic. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. Malcolm Simmons.
Thank you.
There you go. Another superb great there from the past.
Thanks, Dave. Fascinating to hear the comments from all of those riders that have been out there performing in the past, and great that they're all here today witnessing what is going to be a spectacular final, because we will now find out who is going to be the British Masters champion for 2010. This is the name that goes into the history books, and it's going to be a tough, tough final. Remind you all again that you could argue it's a straight race between number 4 Andrew Appleton and number 71 Jamie Rodgers. They are both on 34 points. They have a 3-point cushion over number 2 Tim Nobes on 31. But how has he been going in his last 2 rides? He has been absolutely flying. He could take the final. And remind you again that the points are 9 points for a win, 7 points for a second, 6 for a third, 5 for a fourth, 4, 3, 2, 1 as they go down. There's obviously been a lot of work done on the circuit by the machinery, making conditions absolutely perfect for this final. Don't think the moisture would have made too much difference to the racing circuit. There's not really been that much. But the riders all having a look round, deciding exactly what they're going to do. And the interesting thing will be is that there will have been a toss of a coin to decide who gets first choice. I suspect that we're going to see riders taking these outside gates. That's what they've been doing in the last few heats and in the semi-finals. And it does look as if it's Andrew Appleton that won the toss of the coin, so he gets first choice of gate. And interestingly, he comes to the right outside gate number 8. It is that Andrew Appleton chooses. Now, where will Jamie Rodgers go? So that looks to me to be something like gate 6. Tim Node gets third choice. Oh, well, he split these two. He's been absolutely flying out of the gate. He does indeed go between Andrew Appleton and Jamie Rodgers. Richard Hall lines up on the inside of Jamie Rodgers. The youngster, Tom Perry. He's taken the inside gate. Mitch Godden comes alongside Richard Hall. Where will Paul Hurry have left to go? He's having to go on the inside. And Harlan Cook, the last rider, to take the choice of gate. Well, Paul Hurry's decided that he's going to go alongside Mitch Godden. Is there room for Harlan? Well, he has to line up in between Tom Perry and Paul Hurry in gate 2. So, who will take the British Masters final? Will it mean a win of the British Masters title overall? Dana moves away. Andrew Appleton has made an absolute flyer off the start. Andrew Appleton it is that bursts into the lead as he goes into that first turn. He's got the slightly wider line that has been generated from that outside gate. His choice. And down the back straight in second place. Well, Jamie Rodgers is certainly in there in second place, but I think that's a battle with Tim Nose at the moment as they come off this pit turn. Andrew Appleton setting the pace. It is Tim Nose that gets into second place. Jamie Rodgers with the fight on at the moment. Andrew Appleton out in front and heading down the back straight with 4 or 5 bike lengths on Tim Nose in second place. Jamie Rodgers doesn't want to give up on that one. Jamie Rodgers is looking to put the pressure back on that second place, but at the moment it's all about trying to catch Andrew Appleton, who flies faster and into the first turn for the third time. Harlan Cook has packed up on the far side, but whilst there's a battle going on for that second place, this is going to be a for Andrew Appleton. He won it back in Cornwall back in 2006. One more lap to go. He's on top points at the moment on 34. So there's still that battle going on for second place. Tim Node fighting every inch of the way, and he really has got faster as the day starts. Jamie Rodgers attacks him again in that last turn. Going to be close to that second place, but there's no doubt about the winner because Andrew Appleton is going to take the title. Andrew Appleton takes it. Jamie Rodgers gets that second place. I do believe that means he remains in second place overall, and very unofficially, I get Tim Nodes in third spot. So the rostrum places, unofficially as far as I'm concerned, are that Jamie Rodgers has finished in second place in the British Masters. Your British Masters champion. Give him your congratulations as he comes round. It's great to see Andrew racing again in this country. We know he spends a lot of time abroad on the big long tracks, but what a fantastic ride from him this afternoon. And he's done it in great style. He's won the final from start to finish. Well, the time has certainly confirmed, as we say, the speed in which they were going. He really was flying. And as Graham Hurry has put so much into this background work to get this leading off the ground, congratulate Andrew Appleton as he comes round. He knows that he's done enough. He knows that he's British Masters champion. Let's give you that official result of race 29. It's the Masters Solo Final, sponsored by Bike Shop at Faversham. A win for rider number 4, Andrew Appleton. In second place, number 71, Jamie Rodgers. In third place, number 2, Tim Nobes. In fourth place, number 86, Paul Hurry. In fifth place, number 9, Mitch Godden. In sixth place, number 1, Tom Perry. And in seventh place, number 30, Richard Hall. The winning time was 1:32.14, 1:32.14, and as I mentioned, they were motoring 63.13, the average speed. 63.13, 1:32.14. So we know the 1, 2, 3 for the British Masters in the solo competition. We now move to race 30. It's the big sidecars. Race 30 is sponsored by Ziegler Racing. Our thanks to them. And it is a little bit more complicated with the sidecars because we've got Rob Bradley and Sean Simpson on 28 points. We've got Mark Cossar and Carl Blyth, last year's winners, defending the title this year on 26 points. Paul Whitelam, and we understand that Paul will be coming out on another bike. I believe he's borrowing the bike of number 99, Pete Colvin. All sorts of problems with his own bike. We've been told it was a swinging arm that had broken. So major repairs need to be done before Paul races again on his own machinery. Rob Wilson and Tony Suter are on 20 points coming into this final. Number 9, Myles Simmons and Kevin Woodley on 19 points. And number 49, a great afternoon's racing from the winner of the qualifier earlier in the year, Gareth Winterburn and Ben Mulloy. They're on 17 points. So once again, we see the competitors very cautiously making their way to the start line, looking at the conditions of the circuit. They've sat in the pit box and watched the Solo Masters final. It's now their turn. They line up for this big sidecar final. Well, it should have been... oh no, perhaps he's going. He's leaving Carl there to protect it, but... Now this will be interesting. Will Rob Bradley decide he wants gate 5? Or has he already told him in the pits that he's definitely taking gate 6? I think he's decided that he's definitely taking gate 6. Therefore, Mark Cossar's making sure that he's got gate 5. Paul Whitelam that takes the third choice. I think he's gone for gate 4. Therefore, Rob Wilson will drop into 3. So just 2-point advantage. And remember, it's 7 bins, 5 points per second, and then 4, 3, 2, 1. Masters final for the sidecars. Rob Bradley hasn't made the best of starts, but he's gone around the outside of that first turn. How can they break going up the hill? It's Mark Cossar that's got the lead. Rob Bradley tries to come on. As he goes down that back straight, and Mark Cossar is setting the pace. So Mark Cossar is the outfit to be caught, with Carl Blyth in the chair as they come over the hill. Rob Bradley in second place, Paul Whitelam holding third place at the moment. Mark Cossar is opening up as he comes down this bend for the second time. Oh, they are the defending champions. Rob Bradley has been top point scorer all afternoon. He's got to this final on maximum points. And those two looking to pull away from the rest of the field. Still holding that third place. Gareth Winterburn still sitting there in fourth place at the moment. This has been a good Masters for Gareth Winterburn. The first time he's been in the Masters final, and he's certainly put on a good show. But there's no taking it away from the defending champions as Mark Cossar flies around the top of the circuit on that back straight. The interesting thing from my perspective is that if they finish like this, I think we've got a tie for first place, and I don't know the answer yet on who's actually going to get it. Checker flag goes to Mark Cossar and Carl Blyth. Second place goes to Rob Bradley and Sean Simpson. Well, I quickly had a chance to check the programme, and if you look on page 2, it tells you that in the final, the finishing position of all competitors in the final will resolve all ties between qualifiers in the final. Bang, it's there in hard black and white. We now know that he's done it. He's defended the British Masters title by winning the final. We now have, for the second time running in 2009 and 2010, sidecar champions of Mark Cossar and passenger this afternoon, Carl Blyth. They, I think, knew as they went across the line. They probably read the small print. I hadn't. It means that Rob Bradley, after a terrific day's racing, will end up in second place. And I do believe that Paul Whitelam will end up in third. Well, as the riders go back to the pits, indeed, to receive your congratulations, there was one extra trophy on the sidecar final. That was the Chris Ormerod trophy, and that goes to the winner of the final. Ironically, it does turn out to be the winner of the British Masters as well. The official result of the Ziegler Racing sponsored Masters Sidecar Final Race 30 in your programme is a win for outfit number 37, Mark Cossar and Carl Blyth. In second place, number 87, Rob Bradley and Sean Simpson. In third place, number 92, Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott. In fourth place, number 49, Gareth Winterburn and Ben Mulloy. In fifth place, number 24, Rob Wilson and Terry Saunders. And in sixth place, number 9, Myles Simmons and Kevin Woodley. Well, the one added bonus for those 6 finishers is, of course, that they don't have to do the qualifier next year. They know that they're in the Masters campaign once again next year. No need to rush off and get stuck in all the traffic. We've got the presentation of awards behind us here once the riders have caught their breath and made their way down here. Thank you for all bearing with us earlier on today. Obviously, the interest of the riders' safety was paramount earlier on. We apologise for that delay in proceedings, but totally out of the organisers' hands. And we do keep our fingers crossed and hope to get some news on Paul and Lewis. And not forgetting Rob Meir as well, who went off in the first spill. So, the presentation will be with us as soon as we can get things organised, as soon as we can get the riders here. Well done. Trevor, enjoyed today's racing?
It's been, yeah, no, it's been good. The racing was good. Shame about Cooper and Lewis Denham. Very sad for them. The meeting was great, really, wasn't it? You know what I mean? You know, that was about an hour and a half delay, wasn't it? You know, we got through the meeting quick. And the racing was good. Yeah, no, fantastic day, really. I enjoy it. I'm hard at doing what I've done today. Lovely people to talk to, and it was a great day. Great day to remember the British Masters and remember the past. Great.
Absolutely. I'm pleased that you're going away pleased from today because, you know, it does seem to be an event that I know when we talked to Graham earlier in the year, he wants to try and get a lot of riders here from the past, and there have been some great events here at this fabulous meeting, and I know that he tries so hard to keep hold of this venue, but it always produces great shows, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's, I think, you know, with the bowl effect of the track, and you can virtually see the track, you know, from every position, virtually. So, and you know, going back to the 60s when you used to have Reg and Don and all those boys, you know, very good riders, you know, Brian Maxton and all those who used to come here and race, and then they had team championships here, and they were, you know, people remember those good days. And I think it's just, it's a fantastic place for and Graham Murray and the ASTRA Club, they do really well, and it's a lot of work to try and organise all the old riders, and great.
Fantastic, Trevor. Well, I hope we have indeed allowed enough time for Mum to get over here. You're going to come and join us? For those of you who don't know, this is Marty's lovely lady that's at home waiting for her to come over every week. Great to see you here. Enjoy the racing.
I'd like to say thank you for a brilliant day. Really nice to see you.
Well, it is indeed, and thank you for joining us for the presentation, because we start with the solo competition, and we start with finishing in third place. I think you'll agree that it got faster and faster as the day went on. It was, of course, Tim Nobes! Well done, Tim. He's so used to the machine, you're going to want to give him away.
Right, Tim, so are you going to get on that rostrum up there, mate? Oh, go on there, are we? Well done, Tim. Well, come to your house now. You're coming to my house, what's up? Tim, well done, mate. Cheers, congratulations. Well, more legs you might have done. Yeah.
Well done, Tim. I've got to ask, did you see anything? You see you get faster as the day went on?
We changed for the weekend. The day man is what they're doing there. I think I'm really gearing up. So I think as you say, now on it was good. It's a shame we couldn't do that. That fourth thing, I mean, to be really glad I did today. So I mean, we was nearly calling to say we weren't coming, so I mean, that well. But I'm here, I'm fighting well, you know, not sure well done.
Well done indeed. You're up on the roster and finishing in third place in the 2010 Masters, Tim Nobes! So as we begin to build the roster up, we move on to second place, and it was great to see this guy go so well. He started it late brilliantly, he kept the racing going. He was picked in the final, of course, it means he sits in second place for 2010. It is, of course, Gerry Rodgers! Well, I don't know how long the lead's going to go, Jamie, because I do want a quick word, but... Oh, yeah, I'm going to get there. Can you step down a minute, though, because I'm not going to reach you up there. Well, Jamie, what can I say? I mean, so near, but so far.
Yeah, you got off to a good start there. We were getting good gates and everything were working well, and went to the semi-final and all went on from there. But I tried my best and I can't come off, and that's all I can do.
Oh, absolutely. But you must be pleased with the way the machinery went and the way you rode the track earlier on.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's not exactly my favourite track, but yeah, it's the first time I've lost it all year, really. The bike's working well all day, everything's going well. You know about the weather, but it's the way it goes, isn't it?
Well, it is indeed the way it goes. Up there on second place, well done indeed for the 2010 Masters. Second place to Jamie Rodgers. Oh, that's it. He's under instructions from the photographers. Got to get that bit right, Jamie. Well done indeed. So, right, got the final instructions. It means that we've got third place filled, we've got second place filled, we've got that number one spot that is the one that they all want. It's the name that goes in the history books as indeed Masters champion. He's done it again, and it's of course number one, Andrew Appleton. Well, I'm going to get up there and have a word with you, Andrew, if you can just sort of come down to my level a bit. But basically, a tough day's racing, it's a tough circuit, but you did it in the end.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a track I've never ever enjoyed, and I've got good bikes out today and made some really good starts. And yeah, and the final start was the best I made all day, which was the unicorn one, so I'm well chuffed.
Well, I was watching those starts as the day went on, and it was pretty obvious to me you were going to choose the outside gate, but that's a risky business going all the way around the outside on that first bend, isn't it?
Yeah, but as soon as I lined up there, I knew I was going to win it. It's been a long time since I've been standing on this. It's, well, 2006 since I last won this, and it's not been easy, but hopefully it's, we're on the way up again.
Oh, absolutely. Let's hope it's a springboard for bigger things in Europe as well. Well done indeed today.
I just want to thank some of my sponsors and the people that helped me. Randy Owen, Owen Brothers, John Meredith, Jawa, Essential Health and Fitness, my girlfriend Nicola, Notcher Racing, and yeah, my mum and dad, and everybody, John and Tina. I just want to thank them all.
Well, you've certainly done that in style, Andrew, and you've had a great meeting today. You've won the Masters in style. Let's give you the 1, 2, 3 once again for the British Masters for 2010. In third place, Tim Nobes. In second place, Jamie Rodgers. But your champion for 2010 is Andrew Appleton. Well, I don't quite know how you're going to do this, Andrew, but there is one more trophy that you've got to take away as well. So if you put one of those down for the moment, don't say you can't have it. You've got to wait for next year to try and win it. So if I could be asked to be joined by Wendy, it's Wendy Ogden with the John Ogden Memorial Trophy, the winner of the ASTRA Solo event. So once again, you've got another trophy to take home, Andrew. The winner is for this year, Andrew Appleton. Before you rush off, Mrs. Ogden, there's something for you to take away to remember the day from Trevor. Well done indeed. Thank you for being involved with the meeting. There's anything else hidden behind there that I should know about. Right, thanks guys. If you can make your way down off the podium. Oh my God, here we go. It's not enough with the rain. They watch too much television.
Denise and Christine. They disappeared. They've gone off. I'm looking after the bag. So we'll now be joined by further members of the Banks family. We'll start with the sidecar presentation, and indeed we start from third place, as we always do. Finishing in third, they swap from one bike to another, but they ended up in third place. It is of course the flying for Whitelam and Elliott. Well, before you get out there, I think I'll grab you for a quick word, because you didn't have variety music and most machinery today, you'd want it hands down, wouldn't you?
Well, we have all we go. Yeah, I mean, heartbroken in one of the East suspensions.
And indeed, pleased with third spot this afternoon?
I know what we're doing with it, yeah. We really have.
But I've got to say that when you were like Ross going, I think that's the fastest I've seen it going this year.
Yeah, we've finally got it sorted, and I've had so many problems with it, and in the week we're just changing everything, and it makes me go.
Well done indeed, Paul, certainly worked hard, and you've enjoyed yourself today?
Yeah, lovely, thank you. Well, you did great, but yeah, big thank you to Johnny Scott, Big Hope,
Oh, well done indeed. It means you've used those other bikes and you've ended up in third place in the 2010 Masters. That's the main occasion that it's got to go Whitelam. Well, as we move on to second place, I think all I can say is I think all afternoon I was thinking he's going to do it, he's going to do it, he's going to hang on to it again. But they unfortunately finished up in second place. It is, of course, the noble Rob Bradley and Sean Simpson. Well done indeed, guys, and what can I say, Rob? You know, the nearly man, you know, it looked so promising earlier on today, I didn't think anybody was going to get by it.
I think a lot of it is one loss off the start, and we're making brilliant starts all day. And I don't think we would have had time to find with a better one, really.
Well, that's fair. I know you're always very complimentary about the riders, but you must be pleased with the way the machinery went.
Yeah, we probably run it all this bike in existence, I think. And running all the Yamahas, and they seem to be alright. I knew when that shower rain came, and I knew we were going to have problems, because I always struggle when it's sunny. So whether some of that beats in the head or not, yeah, I guess it's alright.
Second's alright. Still want to bring you in because you won the Masters here before. You must have thought you were going to do it again.
Yeah, very disappointing. Going into the final, 2 points is never enough. Like Rob said, when the rain comes, you know, it's a bit, you know, hats off to Mark, he still had to ride well and he held up and he's a worthy champion.
Well, indeed, if we can get up onto the roster and take second spot, let's have a round of applause for second place finishers, Rob Bradley and Sean Simpson. So as the photographs are taken, we have, as always, got just one more place to fill, and it is the winner of the 2010 British Masters. They came here this morning. I tried to put them on a spot first thing this morning when we interviewed them to say that you are in the toughest position defending the title. They brilliantly won it down in Cornwall last year. They turned around and done it again. Against all odds in the final, they made a cracking start. They won it from start to finish. It is, of course, Mark Cossar and Carl Blyth!
Rob.
This is where you need about 3 hands, you know.
Rob. Change over. Driver on the right. Driver on the right.
Driver should be on the right. Change over. Driver should be on the right.
Well, I am going to work, Mark, because, you know, I came to you this morning and I was hoping that I would have put you on a spot this morning by saying that you've got the toughest position of... Don't stand on me quite. I look silly now. Yeah. But, a tough position to come from. You won it last year. You're obviously full of hopes that you can do it again. Pleased with that final? Yeah, good. Yeah. Scenery going brilliantly. You rode a very difficult track very quickly. You must be absolutely overwhelmed with this table. Well done indeed, Carl. I'm bringing you quickly because all the press before this event was, are you going to make it back in time? Is the injury going to be okay? Told me that it was okay.
On my way!
Well, it's fine indeed. You've got the trophies. I'm seeing you up on the roster. We've got the last of the photos. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1, 2, 3 are the cycles of Masters 2010. We've got in third place for Whitelam and Elliott. We've got in second place Rob Bradley and John Simpson. For your Masters champions once again, 2010, Mark Cossar and Carl Blyth. Well, before you disappear and before you all get covered in champagne, there is, as with the solo competition, another trophy that I hope you all read in the programme, that the Crystal Mirage Trophy was going to be presented for the winners of the final, irrelative of whether they were the Masters winners. As it's concluded, the winners of the final were the winners of the Masters, so if I can ask Louise to join us. There is yet another trophy for the trophy cabinet. Louise, who is Chris's daughter, present to the winners of the final, Mark Cossar and Carl Don't rush off, Louise. Don't rush off, because Trevor's got some flowers for you to remember the event by.
Hold the trophy, Carl.
Thank you for coming up and presenting the trophy to the winners of the final. Before I wrap things up, I believe there's more flowers. Yeah. Trevor, you've got to present to your mum.